welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Oh, and good morning. I ended that intro just a tad sooner. Good morning. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Sentinel Storage. We're live on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. Today on the show, Tom Zola, Matt Owanek, Jasmine Nasidou as well. We are joined by Tube Socks underneath his signature. Is that why you then signed it there? It's because that's where you're sitting?
It was just a startling coincidence.
Sure it was. Are you sure?
Yes. No.
Because you planned where you were sitting today.
Yeah, I did.
Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts, more than 2 decades of helping Canadians through life's transitions, 50% off 12 weeks. It ends December 15th, sentinel.ca. How's everyone doing today?
Don't ask Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine's having a day.
Here's the thing when you work with a woman, sometimes we have a day, okay? Sometimes we have a day. Yeah,
Move it closer.
There
There you go. Yeah. We're getting the room back.
The audio sound
Mic
is
check.
more important than it not blocking your face.
It's because I'm yelling. Maybe I'm helping you
Let's
guys.
start with a good...
Don't close that door all the way, please. It's a warm in here.
You look great. Look good.
Thank
feel good,
you.
Play hard.
Because I don't feel fabulous today, everybody.
You look great.
Well, you look lovely.
Well, you always look lovely all the time.
thank you
I don't know if
very
it's
much,
with your boys that get you, all this swag, or the way he's always has a great fit check when you see him out and about at those post shows and pre shows. You were one of my favorite dresses.
Well, I
actually,
really
Bessie.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was nice getting you to pet my arm at the BPs.
Yeah.
He put effort into today's outfit. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Well, much appreciated. See, people like me recognize that, so thank you for that.
Very good, Stephen. Very good.
Yes. Apparently I pulled it off.
Yeah. Your beard is well coiffed today.
Oiled up and ready to go.
Excellent. Let's proceed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was just waiting. Well, I asked
that's
how
fine.
everyone's
Yeah,
morning's
how is
going.
how are you guys?
Jasmine went a
My
little
morning's
bit, and
great.
she's having
How are
it's
you?
just no one else answered,
all right.
so I left it.
That's
It's
how I'm doing. I'm doing
Okay.
great.
we're all
Seem a
doing
little
great.
salty,
It's a Friday.
Yeah.
Today on the show, we will talk some Oilers. We'll talk Jacob Trouba and see if he gets traded during the show. And
Trouba watch.
Wild news, by the way.
in this envelope, Tube Sock has, we've got the unveiling of the EST Funspiel logo,
Everyone loves a reveal show.
which I'm not allowed to see until it comes out of that.
Funspiel's getting some buzz. It really is.
What did I have here? He was working on some of the stuff. I said I would like to see. I'm good to wait on the logo. I meant by I'm good to wait
that's-
on when you're finished.
No, you said
because you
I'm
were
good to
working
wait on the
it,
logo, and then it
you
finished.
wouldn't show it to me. Then you finished, and I was like,
Because
"Okay,
you
please,
said,
can you show it to me?"
I'd
and
like to wait.
But you made a promise to me, which said I could get the first look at it. But
Me-
Tommy's already looked at it, and you made
Not
that
this
promise
version.
to me after
He has not seen this.
Tommy's seen it. So I'm a little disappointed in you,
mic is on.
Tube Socks. Oh, can you just go fade your mic up?
It's a good thing because
Thank
all
you,
those
Killer.
F-bombs you've been dropping since the show started.
It's a Freaky
I've
Friday
been running
today.
around, and that was one thing I forgot. So sorry, Tommy. I should have realized that when I fixed it. Now you're good to go. Everyone should be able to hear you clearly now.
Thank you to one of our nasties, Bryden Killback, for texting me.
Hey, Big Uke, you still covered the spread, okay? Stop roaring at me, okay? I said Packers were going to win yesterday. I thought the Lions were actually going to have their first loss. It was a good game.
Second loss.
All right, so I'm in.
Calling the Packers yesterday.
You picked the Packers.
Nope, take the plus 3.5.
Yeah, which was a
It's
good.
actually covered.
Yeah,
Because
it did
Jay was
cover.
taking the Packers, and I outright said Lions win this week, Bills win next week. Book it.
I think they'll beat the Bills easier than they beat the Packers.
Well,
Interesting.
I was right first over Jay. Thank you.
So yeah, you keep roaring at me. Rawr, right back at you.
Interesting.
Good game though. Did you guys watch it? I know the Oilers were playing at the same time.
I was watching more. I won't lie. I was watching more NFL
Me too.
over
Yeah.
the Oilers.
I was the opposite.
Were you?
I was checking in on the football game because I do like the Packers.
I just. It was Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets.
Yeah, but when
Like
we were,
I felt
we
like
had
the
a
Oilers
lead.
were gonna win.
Exactly.
It was like it didn't matter to me.
I had two screens on.
So I could flip back and forth, and it was I would rather watch this battle of this NFC North which is two really good football teams. It ended up
Very
being a
good game.
fantastic football game.
Yeah.
Over the Oilers beating the Blue Jackets, because I feel pretty good that the Oilers were going to beat the Blue Jackets.
There was no mystery there. There's no tension, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like the only thing, if the Oilers lost, people would have been upset today. We'd have been talking about that today, and I'd been like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was watching a little more of that football game. I really can't get fully into it, but it's the Oilers are the Oilers. They're scoring now.
I was watching the Oilers game, but had to mute my one of my friend group chats because they are so anti-Skinner that even though he wasn't
Actually?
playing, oh my goodness. I'm
gonna fix it.
You know,
But Matty's right. They're scoring now.
how
That's what
Dusty was
happens.
going on the other day
win
about,
when
you
you
know,
score.
Skinner lets in one goal.
Yeah.
All the guys in my group chat, they're the guy that says, what the hell? What's going on?
Did
And
they
then
blame Skinner yesterday for 2 of the 3 goals?
Right.
Even though he wasn't playing? Yeah.
So no, it's bad. It's rough. It's mute that conversation,
It's-
especially as soon as the first goal goes in.
Wait, but what does that got to do with yesterday?
Well,
Or like it's just muted in general right now?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, hopefully they're not.
Well,
listening.
because then also with Pickard in net, then it's the other way of, well, you see, Skinner should be watching this and
Remind
doing
them
what
he's a
doing.
backup goalie.
Right.
He's doing
Yeah,
a good job.
that's right.
As Columbus.
Doesn't mean he's a starter.
No, exactly.
He's a good backup goalie.
Need to get you in on our group chat so you can, set him straight.
Well,
and be the voice of reason.
Anytime I bring a rational thought forward, the loud minority of Oiler fans give me crap. So,
There
and
you
some
go.
days I'm willing to do that and get into that fight, and other days I'm just like, no, not worth it. Not worth it. But yeah, just let them know. Calvin Pickard's a good backup
Good
goalie,
backup goalie.
and Stuart
Perfectly
Skinner's a
effective backup
good
goalie.
starting goalie.
Good in the role he's in and
Yeah,
required
there
of
you
him.
go.
doing his job quite well this year.
Exactly.
But it's not the guy that's going to lead the Oilers to a Stanley Cup.
I guess we'll see tomorrow with Stu back, right?
Yeah.
And Trouba on the blue line.
No, well, I've already had that dismissed by people within the organization because I had to check. I was like, oh my God. I woke up, I look at Twitter, and I'm like, okay, just I know what I'm gonna hear. Started texting some people, and I was like, I was told that is not a name being discussed by the
Well,
Oilers.
does Bowman even want to win? How can he not be in on this?
Oh, stop it. Here we go.
I also just don't see why Trouba would have Edmonton on a team he'd want to come to.
He's an American. His wife's a doctor.
In the New York area,
He wanted to leave the Jets.
to be closer with his wife and all of that.
And people that will respond with, well, doesn't he want to win a Stanley Cup? The answer is yeah, probably. But some of these guys, I find usually Americans are more inclined
Would
to
like
make
to win
their
it in a
decision.
place that he'd like to win it.
Yeah, or they just enjoy being somewhere where they like the lifestyle and
Exactly.
would rather not deal with everything that comes with playing in a Canadian market.
He
Or
sees the
just
Darnell
closer to
Nurse,
his wife,
tweets.
just period.
And there's that too,
Like I would imagine right off the bat, the majority of the Western teams are on that list.
probably.
that he
Cross
doesn't want
those
to go
off.
to.
That he wouldn't want to
Yeah.
go to. Just because it's getting back to New York, whatever it might be, you just want to be in that area. Bet he'd love to go to the Islanders or the Devils.
Driving
Bet
home every
he'd
day.
take that one right off the bat just because he's right there and all that. But that's been the whole thing with Trouba is that it's not, the reason he went to New York was the family reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see why, even if he was somebody the Oilers should go after, I don't
Mm-hmm. Which
think
he
the Oilers
isn't.
would be able to.
Which he isn't.
Tommy says that he isn't.
That's what I
Although
was.
I
shouldn't
was
be.
going to be very sarcastic in your group DM to us or group chat.
Oh, God.
Because you said the Oilers, that he's not even being talked about in the Oilers headquarters. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, this person, how are you hearing this from this person? How does he know?
'Cause
They would
apparently
have
Oh,
they're
that
talking.
is
they would have
something,
at
yeah.
least been like, we're not in on Trouba. So then it's been talked.
Oh,
I was going to go that nitpicky.
yeah, you. Not today, Matthew.
Going full Awonic
Yeah,
is
not
what
today.
I call that.
No, I don't think there's a lot of people that will ultimately, they'll be asking for him.
Apparently, someone put it out there. There's like 15 inquiries,
Really?
something like that.
Maybe it's
yeah.
all by the same guy.
Maybe.
One
The
inquiry
same
15
GM is
times.
making the
He's
same-
made 15 inquiries.
He's used he's got burners and he's just calling multiple times.
He's getting
Just
multiple bids against himself.
We'll see. It's exciting to get players moved though every so often. So to have pre-Christmas a potential move like Jacob Trouba, that's pretty fun. Yeah, just for
Certainly gives
for a
us something to talk
conversation.
about, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's always exciting, and player movement is. Hey, we get the speculation right now. Where is Jacob Trouba
we
going to
go.
go? Who's going to jump in?
When was the last
if it's
time you
Ottawa
talked
versus
about Jacob
Columbus?
Trouba?
The summer, I think.
Well, who did he almost decapitate this year? There was something recently, and he got in that fight with Josh Anderson earlier this week. Anderson handled him very well. Very well.
Chris Drury's an interesting GM right now. I don't know what to make of him.
He's very fiery.
Yeah.
Is my understanding. Speaking to some of the staff in the summer, very fiery, stubborn.
Like JT Miller?
Yeah, perhaps.
Did you guys
But
hear
a
about
GM
this? This
Go
is
on.
Jazzy Rumor. Okay.
All right, Jazzy Rumor.
Just because I have so many connections in Vancouver.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So, yeah, I guess JT Miller is also feisty. He looks feisty. The guy can't crack a smile for the life of him. But yeah, I guess he was bitching at coaches, and you don't do that. Like you just do not talk to your management
Sounds
like
like
that.
something that could be.
Yeah, and I think the locker room was toxic, and that's why he took that leave there. But he's supposed to be practicing. I think he was practicing yesterday on the ice.
Yep.
And he's going to be in the lineup tonight.
Maybe he comes back calmer.
Bearing gifts.
Not too
Bearing
sure.
gifts.
His wife, she was big in social media. He has 3 kids. Big in social media, like posts their whole life. And she deleted her account. So
Really? Do you
then there was
follow
another
the-
rumor, but I'm not saying it. It ain't coming from me.
Do you follow the Wags?
Not all of them. No, their stuff is so mid.
I understand this. I know what that means.
I do too. That's why
Oh,
I'm trying
that's
to
what you're
use
saying.
it.
Understand? You just understand what the word mid means?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the way
Trying to keep up with the
Jasmine
cool
used it,
kids.
I was like, I get it. And I
You're so
agree.
hipped on it.
I'm not.
Are you
Thank
aware of
Stephen.
mid?
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Okay.
Do you boys use mid?
I've heard it used, but I think that was more of a years ago thing.
Oh,
You know,
because like
Like a
Zach
high
will
school
drop it every
thing.
now and then.
Mediocre-ish.
Yeah.
That's what it means. It's mid.
Eh.
Yeah, like media average.
the last time I heard one of my kids say it, I believe I was asking about this girl at school that he'd been texting with or something.
Courting?
And I said, "Is that someone that you're?" He goes, "No, she's totally mid."
Oh,
Like, oh, okay.
he doesn't want to be her gentleman caller.
That was the takeaway for me. Yeah.
Courting and gentleman caller.
Like
Like
that?
oldest words.
Big Uke. I understand that reference, quote unquote, old man Tommy.
Yes, very true.
And then Big Maple Tube Sock shuddered when Jasmine said mid.
I felt it actually.
It's all right. It's all good.
And I am sorry as well.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
It's the conversation
Yeah.
you need to have. It's the words nowadays.
Yeah.
Got to stay in tuned with it.
Some people are like really into knowing what the wives and girlfriends of pro athletes are doing, though. And some of them have built up pretty big social followings, from my understanding.
Like apparently Evander Kane's ex-wife is quite interesting on social media.
Yeah, that's,
I don't know why people still talk about it.
I don't know why people still follow her.
That's the thing. Like when she posts
I think
something,
it's a
I
car
just
accident
think,
kind of quality.
well, but it's also like she posts something and people are like, look, can you believe this? She's insane. Oh,
No,
why are you
because
following
generally
it?
not
that's
true.
the
Why are you
thing.
paying attention? Why are you posting this even more
Yeah.
and giving her more clout?
It's the world we
Legit.
live in.
Just move on from it. Like,
But she took it to the point of, like, I was following her, and then she took it to the point of like I was just like so cringed and like
Yeah.
over toxic. Like it was just so toxic. I don't care if it's true or not true, whatever it is, just the toxic. And it was like 100 little pins at the top. So like she's just going off. I'm like, man, no. And I'm so happy I do not follow her. And people send me her stuff, I don't even look at it.
Yeah.
she mentioned us as Edmonton Sports Talk in her story on September 1st at 5:46 a.m.
Why?
I don't know. I missaw it weeks later.
What?
And it's on her Instagram. It's in their private DMs. It says she mentioned you in her story. 3 stories there was September 1, 5:46 a.m. And I didn't even see it. So
Well, I'll tell
Damn
you
it,
this.
Maddie.
They do everything. The Oilers and their security are always on the lookout to keep her away.
Psycho. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that, right?
but it's also but I still go back to like I don't know, like every so often she posts something and people start commenting on like posting on social. It's like, why do you keep giving her the clout? And then look,
But
right now
you know-
we're giving her the clout too.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be doing that either.
One thing I must say though, and this is my personal opinion, she is hot. She's really hot.
Looks aren't everything, Jasmine.
I know, but you know what I mean? Like she's a good looking woman and her OnlyFans must be thriving.
She has one?
I think so.
Oh. Well. Hey, that's good business. I've
Yeah,
learned.
whatever.
Really good
In
business.
this economy, can't
Yeah.
judge.
Yeah. No.
I don't judge the females at all.
It's
you
just
judge
go
the
get
Bills?
your money.
Tommy's OnlyFans kind of creeps.
Yeah.
me
I
out.
don't have only. No,
Yet
I
I
don't.
still subscribe.
No,
Go
I don't.
get your money if
I
you
don't have
can. I
OnlyFans.
like
Get paid. Yeah, whatever.
the amount of people
Yeah.
that are and the amount of money that they're spending on
Yes.
it. That's the one I go, really? That's how you're going to spend your money?
Yeah.
All power to you as well. Go for it. But to the females out there, take advantage of it while you can.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's
then
what
there's
you
the
want.
awkwardness
Go
when
get your
your
money.
20-year-old son years down the road stumbles upon mom's 20-year-old OnlyFans.
While he's in his mansion, it's
Sure.
fine.
That's just kind of creepy and weird.
But there was 20 years later, people stumbled upon their parents or their mom's Playboy magazines.
Yeah.
It's true story.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Eh.
Just keep shit to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's me.
I'm not going to say to women, go
No,
do it.
No.
But if you want to do it and you're open to doing that, go make your money. Like that's the way I look at it. Just go get your cash.
Yeah. No,
Basically, I guess
I don't
just
judge
get
those
it.
people.
Yeah.
no.
I don't judge at all.
I don't
Do
look
not
down on
care.
them. I just think if there
You're
are
not
people
hurting
willing to
anybody,
spend
yeah.
that money on you,
Yeah, it's your body.
you want to just
Yeah.
they don't even have to get naked on it.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of feet stuff. I heard. Okay, I listened to this other
goodness.
podcast called Coaches Don't Play. It's like this Indian girl. She's hilarious from Calgary, and she had a girl on her show, a girl from Canada who did
Yeah.
it. And this chick said she just had to send a picture of her foot for $5. They wanted both to be, whatever, like a deal, like 7, and like getting that much. I guess photos out was making.
Who buys that?
She bought a
so
condo.
weird to me.
She bought a
in
condo.
Vancouver.
That's so weird.
Which
I
is
find
like
that
in
weird.
Yeah.
Vancouver.
For feet pics?
Feet. I think she did other things. I don't know if she goes full naked. I
Yeah.
think she wears lingerie. And,
Find out for us, please.
Yeah.
But
You want me to log
so
in?
she posts feet or whatever. She could buy a downtown
Yeah.
condo. Good for her.
Yeah,
Go
that's
get
true.
that cash.
And it's that. And she said something particularly about those people that are part of OnlyFans. They like that one-on-one. Like they like that, she may have signed that picture. She had made them feel special. Like it's also that interaction.
Yeah.
And then if
Like
she,
when the waitress is flirting with you.
yes, that's correct.
What?
That's why
It always happens.
Right? Exactly, right?
At the end of the night, when they say, "Hey, what are you guys doing tonight?" They're
Yeah.
really interested.
Right,
Like something
exactly.
they can.
Yeah. They
You
never
can go
come
with
out
them.
with us, though. Shoot.
Right? God damn it.
And like they'll like send money when there's comments coming in. Like those men, if she responds back to their message, like their live message, they'll put money right into her
Well, that
account.
happens
Oh.
on. That's
Live.
even like a TikTok thing. Like, there's a couple of like younger male political like commentators, and they do these things where they go just live, and then they're just always saying like, "Hey, thanks for the $5, whatever," and they're just people just keep
tip.
giving them money.
Yeah,
The
that's
tip jar thing, right?
Didn't Steve Dangle do that, or somebody that would watch the game with so and so, and you could tip them on their YouTube or super chat or something like that? They have
But there's this
monetized-
super chat I know with YouTube where you could pay to have your comment go to like the top.
Yeah,
I don't know. Did,
you have-
did they have a tipping thing too?
during COVID, I used to watch streamers like do walks through like Manhattan,
Mm-hmm.
Vegas, and stuff like that, and because you'd be stuck and it was cold.
That's a
and-
nice way of actually. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
lovely.
they would literally like have their phone on the gimbal and they would talk and they would walk around like famous cities and like, you know what, this is kind of neat. And there'd be like thousands of people watching, and there's their nasty chat going on, and then you'd hear them go, "Thanks for the super chat, so and so, appreciate that." And there'd be a comment, they'd read it. And one day I was watching a Vegas guy do this and his wife, and I swear to God, they made like $300 in the first half hour in just tips.
Amazing.
And all they're doing is walking down the strip. So yeah, like maybe there is
Fully
that
clothed.
element. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm assuming
Perfect then.
mostly clothed.
Maybe I'm going to start doing some tours of this area and see if I can scrape together
Let's
some
go,
beer money.
Steven. Yeah.
By the way, Jerry Haraxi says, "Love the mug, Jazzy. Thanks for the spirit, Jerry."
You're very welcome. Jerry, I'm going to order 2 books from you. I'm going to get in touch with Maddie to get in touch with you. Thanks.
Dean Belanger in the nasty chat. I know the world is near ending. Steve Dangle has a book in Costco. He swore for that. Steve Dangle has a book.
He's done very well.
He's very annoying.
What did he write a book on?
I don't.
I mean, I've
Spend a lot of
tuned in a
time
couple
on it.
times just
Yeah.
to see what the hype was about because I didn't know who the hell it was.
He's done very
And
well.
he's got a real issue
done
with
2
having his
books.
camera way too close,
Sounds like a Bruce Boudreaux thing.
right? Except Bruce is charming.
Yeah, well, he's a very charming guy. I like Bruce Boudreaux a lot.
That first time with Bruce, that was amazing. I think he had it right in just like one half of his glasses, just like tremendous.
So Steve Dangle's writing 2 books. In 2019, he wrote a book, "This Team is Ruining My Life, But I Love Them: How I Became a Professional Hockey Fan." And now he has Hockey Rants and Raves.
I think he's got Chris Johnston on his because he created the Steve Dangle Podcast Network.
Yeah, CJ has a show on there.
Yeah,
I think with Julian McKenzie.
Julian McKenzie,
Moved
good
to
guy.
Ottawa?
Yeah, he moved to Ottawa from
When did
Calgary.
that happen?
In the summer.
Was it this summer?
Yeah, Julian's a good guy. Got to spend some time with him. Had some beverages during Heritage Classic. A lot of the Flames media and staff during the Heritage Classic. It was good to hang out with him. Patty Steinberg. What a guy, that Pat Steinberg.
Who's in Calgary then for the Athletic Network? Do they have?
I don't know. Julian was
they had
there.
Haley first?
Haley moved back to Ontario,
and
I
then he
believe.
came out, and now that he's out there, I wonder who
Yeah.
they have in Calgary. I'd have to look at the media guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see next time the Oilers play the Flames. But yeah, there's like the tipping and the thing like that Jazz was talking about, like the interaction and whether or not you're passing on feet pics for tips or whatever. But like that, it's
Clearly
that-
money to be made
Oh yeah,
in any kind of.
if that girl's doing that and she bought a place in Vancouver.
In Vancouver.
For giving
Yes, not
people
Edmonton, not
photos?
Calgary, not Surrey, in Vancouver.
I mean, I've got pretty decent feet.
Paint them up and start
Right?
selling.
Legit.
Get on
Yes.
OF.
Selling stock.
I
eh?
have
Yeah,
so many
Steven.
jokes.
Slide the
but I'm
tube
not
socks
gonna-
off of one and
Oh boy,
a little
Cash.
reveal, right?
cow.
The foot reveal.
Let's go. Anyway.
What? Chris Johnson mentioned Bozone on the Nielsen show this morning. Loves the show, Tommy, says Chris.
What?
Is that true?
Wow.
CJ?
I did not listen to CJ this morning.
Yeah, he did. I heard it.
He mentioned
He dropped the
Bozo
Bozo?
Live?
Yeah, he said him and his boy had a couple drinks and started watching it.
But CJ is like my age, Chris Johnston from
We're talking
He's a
about
little bit older,
this
no?
morning on LT and Dusty show, right?
CJ is like 42.
It's a little bit older.
He called me
You're not
young
40.
man once,
You're
and I
not
was like, CJ, we established you're 3 years older than me. Just because you look
there you
like you're a
cute.
little bit older.
Well, there you go.
We
was
all
like,
do that, I think.
CJ, you were born in like 82.
I'm very intrigued, like how many drinks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But at the take, bringing
around
CJ and his boy together behind
7, 8
around
drinks
Bozone.
in. It's like, you know what?
Not
This show's
7, It was
okay.
about 7 o'clock in the morning, I think.
This show
I'm
is
gonna
all
have
right.
to check this
It's
out.
Yeah.
like it's a little different, but when me, you, and Jay bonded over the hunting at Century,
Yes.
the one show where they really
They
showed those
really
shots.
were, that was really something.
I remember you guys talking about. So it was grotesque. They were showing like the gutting and everything.
They didn't show the no, they didn't.
No.
They just like the
But
bullet
they were
hitting.
showing them getting down.
Yeah,
They were going down.
watching the wool for the duck get taken down, like they didn't hesitate to show it being blown up and stuff.
Okay. Well, we
And I
have
couldn't take my eyes off of it.
we show the shots, but it's bows, and like there's no blowing up of anything. It's just straight lung punctures and heart shots.
Big Maple says, oh, well, Fish Tank says, I subbed to Wild TV this morning.
Awesome, Fish
Big Maple says, CJ asked about the Bozone a week or two ago. Finally saw it. So
What?
And we also got a dartboard.
Yeah,
I gotta see that thing. And I gotta see that card.
Fergie was
it
here.
Jocelyn or Nasty that sent us a beautiful Christmas card and a gift?
Jocelyn and Jay. If
It
that's
was that
them,
in
they're great.
the with the
And
dartboard.
thank
They
you.
gave the dartboard
It
to
is
you.
so kind, so sweet. I don't know. I love that's so appreciative, especially when you like write my name because I'm the only chick. Because I'm like to the guys and Jasmine.
We got to be careful where we're putting up the dartboard, though.
Tommy's office door.
We got to.
I was gonna say
I don't
Maddie's.
have one. I frolic about.
If it's on my office door, if there's a good chance, then it won't get used because my door stays open most of the time.
By the way, you were great yesterday in the Reed Wilkins show.
Thank you.
tease.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Staring at that wall. I don't think you even blinked.
I didn't move.
That's
I would have
phenomenal.
blinked, I think, but I didn't. I did my best not to move.
I had to watch it a couple times.
Me
I was just
too.
like,
My
well
friend
done,
sent
Matthew.
it. Well, I watched it too, but my friend sent it. She's like, "What is Maddie doing?" And
Hustling.
I'm like, I was like, I don't know. What I'm like, meditating.
He's
like, why-
OnlyFansing.
No, I was just staring at the wall. I was just staring at the wall.
Oh, you weren't meditating, so I'm like, he's meditating.
No, I was just staring at the wall.
Oh my god, I'll so help you with new creative ideas.
I thought it was great.
There's a lot of comments.
didn't go,
and
maybe
there's a lot
that's
of
like
messages
somebody's like,
of
what the
people
hell
going.
is happening?
That was the point of it.
Yeah.
It was just supposed to be like redoing his thing. He did his dunk, but he was dressed up, so he couldn't go for a full dunk. But it was then also one of those. What the hell's Awanic doing over
Yeah,
there?
yeah, that's
like,
exactly-
that's just a blank wall he's staring at, and I'm just staring at a blank wall.
That's,
They really brought it all together.
yeah.
Oh, the boys, it was right before we started recording, they just kept laughing because I was like, this is what I'll do. Jay wanted me in the background.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just sit here and stare.
Yeah,
I
you
love
were-
those dunk videos.
He was in the background the 2 days ago, but you were in the office and you could see him in the background, and you were in the behind the scenes one for sure because I did a
He was wearing
BTS.
one with his coat, with his
That was when I
Aritzia
got dunked
jacket.
on.
the header.
I did do the header one.
That was good.
Oh, I'm disappointed in that. I'm not gonna lie. That took 2 takes.
That's when
Oh,
you got
really?
the
I
concussion?
honestly thought it was somewhat like natural. You
No,
didn't
that
get
one was
acting.
2. That one was 2. And
Okay.
the only reason I'm saying that one took 2. Every other one, it's 1. That one, the reason it took 2, I did one, and it was a perfect header right to Reed, and he let it go through his hands.
No.
And then the next header I did, it wasn't the best header. Like, it didn't get up in the air enough. But Reed screwed up the last time. So, but he sunk it. But I had this perfect header. Oh, it was glorious. It was I had the soccer kit on, which worked out nice for it. The Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, the homage to that one.
Very good.
I forgot to ask you about that.
Very good.
Well, thank you.
Thank
It's fun watching Reed do
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah, it is. It's just very. Yeah, it's just.
Went over Dusty a couple days ago.
One, I'm like, okay, you're doing the thing because I'm enjoying these a lot more, more, I should say. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do behind the scenes, and Reed's like dribbling the ball, and he looks at me, and he like looks at the camera, and he does this like weird like backwards strut, and he like gives me this like weird look. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he's like, I don't know what that was. I just felt it in the moment. I'm like, that was amazing, but
Like all great artists, just feel it in the moment, right?
thank you. Well said. That's poetry, baby. Thank you for the was it the limericks yesterday or the haikus?
Haiku, I don't work in limerick form.
Okay.
Limericks
You
are
refuse.
hard. Big Uke is like really witty with that.
They're good with Reed and Jay
Yeah.
on Reed Wilkins show.
I keep it to a haiku because it's very basic and
3
simple
haikus. It was. I
One.
hope
575.
I hope I did them justice last night.
Absolutely did. Knocked him out of the park. Really caught the spirit of the thing.
Do you remember them?
you.
No.
Okay. Fantastic. Put you on the spot there. I really dropped the ball
How
on that one.
was the post show yesterday?
Very calm.
Yeah,
Very calm.
I hopped in
They won.
quickly, gave you a like.
Thank you.
But it was like it's a good game.
Oh, yeah, but,
Yeah.
click the sub button right now. If you're watching on YouTube, click that
Click
sub
the
button.
and click the like.
Yes.
Click the like, you guys.
Focus on the sub right now, though.
We're trying to get to
You
11.
just.
We want to see someone get chased around.
we're trying to
I
get
know.
Dusty to the
You eat
pickled
a
herring, and
a pickled herring, not a whole herring.
I want to see him get chased around by 10.
I'll limit.
It's so
They are
funny.
disgusting and they stink.
I said I'll try one. I try and.
I at Costco when I used to work there before I went to the tire shop, I worked the front end, so cashier and putting in the boxes and stuff. Sometimes those one would tip over as the belt was going to the cashier, or someone would drop one, whatever.
Wow.
And they would break it and be like, oh,
No way.
I'm not dealing with the pickled herring. Someone else would
Clean up
we
on
had,
that one.
We had
Yeah.
Yoni, who covers the Oilers and the NHL for Finnish newspapers. He's up in the press box. I saw Yoni yesterday. Yoni Nieminen. Anyway, he'd be like, pickled herring is a delicacy in my country.
Because it's Scandinavian, correct?
He's from Finland, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't
So I
know
wanna
how
try.
good
Yeah.
a good pickled herring from
Interesting.
Finland is in Helsinki. And I was like, oh,
But
Yoni.
it's still ultimately pickled herring.
You
so
can
it
have
only
all
be
my
so
pickled herring.
Good, right?
All yours, Yoni. And he'd be like, that's good stuff.
I think for Dusty, once we get to 11,000, we can get him the good stuff. Yoni could help us find the good stuff.
Yoni
Good
would know where
idea.
to find it.
Very good idea.
At least they have him the good ones.
Maddie was talking about a cheese head.
Head cheese.
Head cheese.
cheese.
Sorry, not Packers.
Head cheese.
Head cheese.
Did you see the guy
Cheese
grating
yesterday.
the cheese yesterday?
And meat jelly.
That's
That
funny.
was funny.
Essentially.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it?
No, but my parents would eat it and
Hey, pour some vinegar on it. It's fine.
crackers and
But
stuff.
you
and-
said it was like, because I was
It's
like, oh, I'm
fine.
trying- you're like, okay.
No, but like, I know where you're going with that is like, most people say it's awful. That's where like it's awful.
Sounds awful.
Well, the
I
nice
don't
thing is that
mind.
at least it's got a pretty name.
Yeah, and then Maddie describing it as just pour some vinegar on it.
Oh yeah, it adds to it.
Hate vinegar.
I like vinegar, but not on head cheese.
But like I like vinegar on my fries. Just
yeah,
like,
but
Do you guys
fries
like-
and
Fries.
vinegar.
Do you guys
Yeah,
like your
that's-
chips,
that's
the
head
vinegar
cheese.
chips then?
Yes.
okay,
I
that's
hate those chips.
there you go.
Gross.
That's head cheese.
Yeah. No,
Only
thank you.
like to
Oh,
clean my
gross.
floors and
Look at
stuff
that.
like that. That's it.
Oh,
Yum.
a little bit of vinegar. It's not bad.
Doesn't look bad.
It looks like insulation.
You just need to put some green on it. I think.
But again, most people look at that or try it and be like, "This is disgusting," and that's why I
Yeah.
say it's disgusting. Is that most people think that it's
Some
very
vinegar
few
out, honey.
people.
We've got a fresh head cheese. There's block.
Yeah, Easter, Uncle, my parents, and
would love to
myself,
try it. I'm
we
gonna
will all
try
be
it.
the ones that will definitely try it. If you want to try it, I'll bring some in April or like in Easter, whenever Easter
Yes,
is.
please.
Sure.
I'll try it.
I'll bring
Yeah,
some
I'll
I'll
in
bring you
here.
a panettone. That's just as much garbage as a head cheese.
I do want to try haggis one day. I will throw that one out there too.
Fergie was just here.
Yeah,
He
man.
probably had some with him.
Yeah.
He was pulling
I'd like
tin
to
fish
try
out of
that.
Yeah,
every
he was
pocket.
like giving
He had
something.
sardines.
Sardines. And I like what you said. You're already halfway through your day, Fergie. It was 9 a.m., 8:30.
Well, he's already been around, talked to the butcher, done his morning walk, gone by, checked off all the boxes, and dinner should be in about 2 hours.
yes. Good to see you, Fergie, by the way.
Shout out to another nasty CJ from LA.
Hey.
She is in. She's a huge Swiftie. She's always messaging me about my hater comments on.
Did you? We have to get into that because
Oh,
she's
I
not a
missed this.
hater.
Of Taylor Swift?
She's a lover of Taylor Swift.
No, wait a second, CJ. So I believe she's going to the concert tonight, but she's going to give us a whole little review that I'm going to read about Vancouver.
Awesome.
And like,
CJ in LA is like the international woman of mystery.
oh, she's cool,
the
eh?
female version of Austin Powers. She's always in the best cities.
And she invited us to stay at her place when we go to
Yes.
LA.
2028 Olympics. Guess who in this room attempted to buy tickets for Taylor Swift in Vancouver?
For some reason, it
No,
has to be.
No.
You? Well, Jasmine would be my first guess, so I thought it would be like
She was well, she's
Okay,
so
yeah, 'cause it's not-
she's anti Taylor Swift, and she's looking for tickets to go fly out there this weekend.
But hang
she was
on.
going to skip the hangout to go to Taylor Swift.
for the experience.
Yes.
But it's a
Tickets went on
Taylor
sale. I
Swift
thought it
experience.
doesn't hurt to try.
If it's in your city, that's one thing. To fly to another city to go watch an artist you supposedly hate,
Hmm.
I go to Vancouver every other weekend. It's nothing to me. It's like my
Yeah.
second home.
you're traveling
you
to go
hate-
see an artist you actively
It was
hate
for the
on.
experience. And I was going to bring the EST mic. I was going to ask you if I can borrow yours.
Yeah.
And I was going to do a full,
Report.
full report. And I was going to help EST. Thank you. It was
She
for
doesn't
us.
hate Taylor Swift as
It was
much
for
as
us.
she lets on.
Clearly.
That's what I'm going
It's
with.
all up front.
See, she's
It's
just not here.
not.
And ultimately, that's why Jay's not here, because he's off for his Taylor Swift experience this weekend.
Touche. It's
I know. I
all
thought it'd be
coming
five of
together.
us sitting here today. That would have been funny.
It's the whole like
Only
Charlie
draft
Day,
time.
Pepe Sylvia connection.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, it's so good. He's got the yarn.
Oh, I've
He's
seen
talking about
the.
Pepe
I've seen
Sylvia.
the. What's isn't the meme or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put it
Yeah.
up all there. But no, so Jasmine, we learned yesterday she's a big.
You know what? All of
she's
you-
not as big of a hater of
in-
Taylor Swift.
You know what? Actually, I'll take that as a little bit of a compliment because I didn't want to come off as a super hater. I just didn't like it being thrown in my face, left, right, and center.
Yeah, you probably have her albums.
I do not. It's sad because I didn't even want to
Was-
listen to her
was
new
Taylor
stuff.
Look at your
Swift-
Spotify rap.
as I was
and
saying-
see
Oh, I
where
do?
Swiftie
Is Taylor
falls.
We should
Swift
do
is
that.
your top
You
artist?
should
Shows up
see
in
my
the-
Spotify rap.
Taylor Swift, your top
Guaranteed.
artist on Spotify?
No,
Guaranteed.
not at all.
You sure?
I don't even think I have it. I think I had one of her songs from years ago. I put on repeat.
Yeah. Fan over here.
I don't mind. Like, I'll
Portions
hear
of
it.
this hour of the EST Hangout, they're brought to you by the Hive Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports
I
Talk.
only know
Promotional
Frank
products that
Sinatra.
bring the buzz. Check them out
You wanna see mine?
at thehiveproductmarketing.com. That was a pretty good throw. I'll take that
was
one.
quite good.
Yeah, I like that.
Very
I'm
nice.
getting better at it.
You're better than Pat Sajak.
He's
now.
good at it. That's
I'm
true.
learning.
You're like Letterman.
Yeah.
Nasty Club stuff, still working, waiting on some things, but
It's-
I might have for certain, if you're the annual, not the premiums, I might have things available as of next week for you. So,
I like
VR
this.
Montenegro sounds sus, Jasmine.
Hey, oh.
Box Pounder, VR said sounds sus, Jasmine. Box Pounder, I knew she was a Swiftie. I knew it, closet Swiftie. So,
She just showed me her Spotify Wrapped, and Taylor Swift was #1 on it.
No, it wasn't.
Well played, sir.
It was-
well played. This text comes in and says Tube Socks is tre dope. Very good. Jasmine hates Polar Express.
That's better than mid.
And Maddie loves feet pics. I'm glad I'm not involved in any of this. Thank you.
I was defending only.
These are the takeaways from today.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
Overshadowing
are the
big-
feet pics created by you from the feet in your freezer? Sorry. I
It's supposed to be a serial
that's,
killer.
That's what's supposed to be in this
that.
room. Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
I got it too.
I understand it.
What?
Okay, these are good.
Okay.
People are spicy. It's a good Friday here.
Okay.
This one says Tommy has an OnlyFans. It is a varied collection of wrenches and crossbows. And then, but a screen grab of Taylor Swift, like top 5.
Wow.
Oh, her top 5.
And it says,
for their
I got
Spotify
you,
Wrapped."
Jasmine. Bronco Nick says, Tommy head cheese looks like underlay for carpet. Panettone is good, not garbage. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Bronco Nick was the underlay, not insulation. Well, same.
Oh,
same
yeah,
train of
I know
thought.
what
It
you're
looks
talking
like
about there.
underlay,
Yeah, I get it.
not insulation.
100%.
And then Panettone is disgusting. I
Well,
can't.
now I'm going to
stand
get
it.
hungry next time I see a roll of underlay.
Of underlay, you're gonna be like, get
like,
me some
ooh.
vinegar, hon.
Grab me some crackers.
Let's make some head cheese. Oh,
This
gross.
this one says, I think Arvidsson is on tour with Taylor Swift from Chris G.
Sweet bread?
Well played.
I like that one.
Panettone is disgusting, man.
This?
Yeah, it's awful. And it's always
It's bread with fruit in it.
Oh, it's terrible. My Nona would always be like,
What?
I got
What?
you
Show
a
me.
panettone. And I'm like, oh, gross.
Oh, yeah, it's a fruitcake?
That's perfectly fine.
It's like a fruit cake, like, but it's not even like the full on fruit cake type
Fine,
thing.
it's a carb.
No,
Yeah,
like Bronco Nick.
It's like having is it
awful.
Pasca or babka? Which one has the raisins? I always forget.
I don't understand the hate for the Christmas cake because I love that
cake.
stuff. That fruit cake?
It's fine, long as it's
Oh my goodness.
not
Panettone
dry.
is
delicious.
cake, but worse. Anyway, but
There's
there
like
are
less
those
fruit in it than
there
the
are
fruit
those
cake.
More cake.
love panettone, like Bronco Nick. Like my grandma and grandpa loved it. I think a couple of my uncles do, but then my uncle Diego, he's like, "I'm with you, Tom. Like that stuff's
Maybe because back in the day, it was a real treat in the old country.
Perhaps.
But then better things were developed since. But
yeah."
back in the day, it was, here, eat these rocks or this panettone.
Well, in
It looks
war-torn Italy,
absolutely delicious.
yes. No.
Main ingredients: flour, candied fruit, and raisins.
Love all those things.
I don't know what's wrong with any of that.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I'll
Try
eat
it.
it if I need something sweet.
I'll
It's the
get
last
some next
one
week.
there.
I'll go to the
Yeah,
Italian
I'm
Center
not
and pick up some
touching that
panettone next week. Thanks you to my brother Bob, because the one with the raisins in it.
Bronco Nick says, try the Nutella panettone. That I might try and tolerate, but I have bad memories, Bronco Nick. That was like the one bad thing at Christmas. We'd always have a big party at my Nono and Nona's, and there'd always be like a couple of panettones there, and my grandparents would be like, you gotta have some panettone. I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
Honestly, I don't think you could put that in the same character or like class as head cheese. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't get
agree.
over
I
that.
think if we put head cheese out here and we put panettone out here,
I'll
I
eat
think
the panettone.
I think
Yeah.
the majority of people, if they tried both, I think we're gonna have way more people like in the panettone than we're gonna find like in the head cheese.
Yeah.
There's a chance that only one person's gonna like
Maybe
the
it'd
head
be
cheese
like the
here.
Mountain Dew crab juice thing. And
yeah, a cup kalash.
Crab calash.
Oh, what's that? Crab juice. Give me one of those.
I'll take another. Ah, Simpsons. So wonderful. I have how many episodes? I threw a bunch on my phone just so if I go for a run.
That's when
I
they
could-
went to
I
New
like-
York, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was carbonated.
Which
Yeah.
they went back to New York, I think, this season. I want to go back because they were never supposed to go back or something. I have 9 seasons of Simpsons on my phone now. So when I go run on like the treadmill or something, I could throw on the Simpsons.
treadmill. Just go run.
I do like outside, but it was like minus 30 and stuff, to minus 20.
All right.
But then also I will listen to just the audio if I
Did
have
you
to.
say you run watching shows?
Yeah.
Some people do that. I see it at the gym.
I hate because I don't like if I'm on a treadmill, I focus too much on the clock.
You can't think about the fact that
I'm just trying to
No.
like
Oh my God,
I'm,
I'm
when
on
you're
a
listening to
treadmill?
music, you mean?
but I'm focused on like, oh, it's only been 2 minutes. Oh, it's only been 3 minutes. Like
Interesting.
I'm just focused on where I run outside.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, I know where I'm running to and I got to come back. Like that's my points. But on a treadmill, I hate it. So I need to distract
Well, they're
myself with
horrible
something. So
it's
watching
like being
TV
on a
show's
treadmill.
nice.
That's why that's
like
an
a good run.
expression.
I like a good run.
No, running's
just
fine, just not on a treadmill.
No, it stinks. But sometimes you just got to do it.
All right.
You just got to.
Agree to disagree.
Well, that's fine. We got to get to your. When do you want to do the logo reveal?
Well, we could spice up the show and have a reveal.
Anyone? No?
Oh,
I
get
want to
that
try
outta here.
one.
Yeah, leave it on.
Get that.
I do.
outta here.
You think I'm
He's even
joking?
got
I
the
love trying
toothpicks.
everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's,
we've got the EST Fun Spiel. I want to give some info on this. Details, more full details will come in January. February 15th, we're going to do a curling bond spiel. There'll be a total
When?
of February 15th. Thanks for interrupting me. February 15th, 2025. At the Shamrock, we're going to do a curling bond spiel. Total, there'll be 16 teams. Nasty Club annual members, both annual and premiums. You will get first crack at this in the new year to sign up. Yes, I'm getting to the reveal.
It's a
having some
Saturday.
fun.
But we are gonna, and now just there's one note. On the 15th is also the same day Canada will be taking on the U.S. at the Four Nations. We will be curling during the game, but I will set up TVs and I got to talk to the Shamrock. Hopefully, we could pipe in the sound at the very least as well.
Very good.
To make sure that we have the game going on while we are also curling. But it's the fun spiel. You don't have to know how to curl. It's all just for a good time. And there will be at the beginning an instruction. Like if you come out with your team or whatever, we will have a 30-minute of teaching of how to curl.
And that's when you hand out the Guardian caps.
People might need those.
There will be waivers that will need to be signed for this one. We are on the ice. But I asked Tube Socks, who is the lovely creator of a lot of our logos, well, all of our logos except one. I think it's one.
Yes, it is one.
Well, technically 2. One gets mixed,
Okay, yes.
right?
Yeah,
And then the one is not yours at all.
right. Absolutely not mine.
And we need to make sure that it's known that it's not yours.
You're very clear.
But we
about
got
that.
these logos. They're from Tube Socks. I was like, hey, can you do an EST Funspiel logo for us?
Which I have right here, and I decided usually it's just a text or email, but I thought
You
what a
want to
better
do
way
a
to
full
change
reveal.
things up and also go full Bill Daly with the card.
Very nice.
So
and
Maddie,
fun.
I will hand this to you, and you can.
Well, I got to look at it first.
No, do it together.
He promised me
I
I got to
also
look at
find
it
it
first.
funny
What a
that I did say it was
brat.
sealed in the envelope, but as you see, it's really just the top is just folded over.
Very nice. Well done, Tube Socks. Round of clicks
Oh,
for
it's
Tube Socks.
gorgeous. I
really like that.
There's some
I love the
tartan
color.
in there.
You've got the pattern for like the Scottish pattern and stuff.
Yeah.
I purposely didn't include crossed
Oh, that-
brooms on it because it would have been too much like the golf logo with this.
Oh,
It
right.
would have been.
Got the rock
So I went the
silhouette.
rock way.
And so then the hat.
Yeah, the little hat kind of.
I'm going to have to get up to show it to the
This
camera.
is great. Very nice
So,
job with the logo,
We got
sir.
the EST Funspiel coming Feb 15, 2025.
Isn't that the day
Oh,
that
where
Canada
is it?
plays
I was putting my
USA in the
calendar.
Four
Yes,
Nations?
but there will be TVs available
Walking
after you
out.
sign
Oh.
your waiver and go through the instructions.
Sorry, where, which location?
The
Curling Club?
Of course, the Shamrock.
The Shamrock.
Go see our boy Gavin Morton and his lovely wife Angela. And the commish used to pour drinks there.
Shamrock.
And now you have a
Putting
nice
it in the
little souvenir as well.
calendar.
That's a nice little printing job. You
like
did this
that.
at work?
No, I invested my own Tube Socks money. I absorbed that
That cost.
that cost to
Can
print
we
that.
repay you in alcoholic beverages?
Absolutely.
EST Funspiel.
That is awesome.
Full details
Yeah.
coming
Yeah, I wanna see
in
it too.
January. But just to keep it locked, if you want to get curling, Feb 15, we will have
gonna
more
put it
details
on.
on that. It is the fourth event of our 4 majors of EST. We've got the EST Golf Classic, we've got the Nasty Bash, we got the Estes, and then the Funspiel is our 4th major.
Very good.
Funspiel.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never curled before.
Well done, Mr.
This is
Socks.
really cool.
I'm just glad that you didn't remove it from the envelope, roll your eyes, and shoot it like a card across the room. You know, I've had a very
Oh,
real
I
fear
should
of that.
I should at least shoot it because I'm done reading it.
Is
or
it an
showing
evening thing, by the way?
It details in January. Like,
You know me. I gotta put everything in my calendar.
and I also said we're playing during Canada and US.
Yes. Yes.
Are you on this show right now?
I told you I'm having a day in my 7 years.
I'm teasing you.
So we'll get into it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have that all out there. Like Jan 6, I'll have details and get
I'll
going.
just mark it all off.
It's Feb 15. It's an afternoon evening thing.
Okay, so I'll mark it all off then.
So that's well done. Well done, Tube Socks. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And looking forward to the Funspiel. Curling's a lot of fun.
It sounds
I can't wait.
fun.
Sounds fun.
I hope so.
Spiel.
It's we kind of have to live up to the fun part now.
Right?
So it's like a golf, it's
pressure.
like the golf tournament, but now it's gonna be curling.
Except a little more like curling, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know how else to. It's
It's exactly like the golf tournament, except it's not a golf event. It's
curling.
you're curling,
so
and you're going by curling rules.
an event.
And you
yes,
you
it's
play
just
against
like
other
that.
teams.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like the Nasty Bash, except it's curling.
Yeah.
Nasty Bash was a bash. It wasn't an activity.
Oh, it was an
Oh, it was
activity.
a bash. It was good. I was only there for a bit though.
What's wrong with the? You were there for a while still.
I know.
He was there for half of it. Not the other half. That's,
Although you
Until-
do deserve a hat. I had to leave.
thank
Until you had to leave.
Can you believe TV got a Reed? Reed got a TV. And I
Yeah, that was
and Maddie
awesome.
still hasn't given me a hat. Like just crazy.
Maddie
Yeah, but
doesn't
they-
love you like people love Reed.
Well, that's- the other part to this
that's
is-
pretty obvious.
What you have to understand is Edmonton Sports Stock did not get Reed a TV.
This is true.
The
It's true.
company
Box
and
Founders have
management
offered me their
did not
hat
give that.
instead.
So
It's okay.
yeah.
throw it out there.
I also again don't have hats, so I don't know how I'm going to get you a hat.
Perhaps next time you order hats, you should order maybe a couple just to keep aside.
Where were you like 3 weeks ago?
Right? Was that a great idea?
Yeah, you'll have to wait till next year now. The next merch
Oh
order.
boy.
Raider Jesse, like golf, but not at all.
Exactly. Exactly
Yeah.
like that.
Nailed it.
Head cheese is just like fruitcake, except more meaty and beefier and not
vinegar.
flour based.
Exactly.
And a little more gelatin than fruitcake.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
Anyway, Baggio also likes panettone. Paisan, come on.
Because it's bread.
It's not good.
It's bread with some fruit in it. I would have never guessed that someone was like, that's not good.
Box Pounder said the sweeping looks like a lot of work. Can I use my Dyson cordless?
I think you should go old school broom, like the side to side, not the
You want the
cheater.
straw broom?
Yeah,
There's a great sound to that.
right. There is. You get that flap, 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 flap,
But it's the straw gets on the ice, and that's the issue.
and there's no way to get the straw off the ice.
Well, it makes it harder.
Is it hard?
Everyone's got a broom.
Is curling
you can
hard?
literally
Yeah, is it, like,
sweep
really
the straw
hard?
off the ice.
Curling is very difficult.
Yeah, it looks really hard.
Like
The sweeping is tough, actually.
Yeah.
sweeping, it's it's a workout in that sense.
Yeah.
But to get down, like to throw that rock and get the weight down, it's hard.
Yep.
so you got to practice lunges before?
You could
help,
honestly,
right?
no. Well, like there's a lot of beginners that I've seen them all do it. They just sit there and they just throw it. So you
Like a
don't even
bowling
like
ball?
slide out or whatever, and you just throw it. And there's a lot of ways to get around it. So you
actually
don't have to
never
do the
curled.
lunges.
But you kind of want the proper form.
I will say this: I'm gonna be disappointed in anyone else if they do this. But for older people, like seniors and stuff, or people that have bad knees or whatever, there is a stick you can use, and you can walk the rock and let go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
bowling when they
Yeah,
put
they
the,
put the-
like
the-
shuffleboard.
yeah,
and put the sides up.
yeah, with the sides up.
So that's where it's.
That, of course, will be at the ESD Bowlorama, which will be just like the Fun Spiel, except with bowling instead of curling.
Actually, honestly, if I did
Cooking.
something next, bowling would be fun. That'd be more just a bowling night. I think. I don't think it'd be like tournament type thing. I'd love to do, but I don't want to infringe on the St. Albert rugby territory. A crib tournament
I
would
thought
be
you
a
were going
lot
to say
of
a
fun.
rugby tournament.
No, no.
I would
No,
definitely join
but I
that.
do have to look. I got to talk to Fergie one of these days to figure out like when they have them because I think he said like they'll go monthly or something like that. I would love to enter a crib tournament with like Jay.
Crokinole is always good as well.
We're supposed to be getting a
Crokinole. It's big
crokinole.
at Casa del Tube Sox.
We're supposed to be getting one dropped off today.
Crokinole?
Yeah.
What is crokinole?
It's a circular board.
It's like head cheese, but it's a game.
Oh, I know. I remember that. Thank you. Thank you, Steven.
So there's a circle in the middle that's cut out kind of, and then there's pegs kind
Yeah.
of around it.
You got the
and
little pucks and you
your
gotta-
pucks, and you have to flick the pucks into. You're trying to get it in to the circle,
And it's not
or
tiddlywinks.
as close to it, and then you can knock people's away.
Well,
and
you
stuff
have
like
to hit
that.
someone else's before
okay.
you.
I was
Unless
a
you're
big
the very first
tiddlywinks
shot.
guy.
That's true.
Unless you're the very first shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always
Oh, apparently
get
it's
into
here. Lieutenant Eric says it's here. You want to bring it in, Eric? Show the camera.
We have a very nice crokinole board at home, and it's a Christmas time thing, and we do a little bracket and a little elimination tourney.
The fam?
I was building one.
You're building one?
I built it
Then what
like
happened?
6 years ago.
Out of
maybe
frozen
longer.
feet?
No, I have it done. I just need to put the holes in it, and then it's actually
Look at this
done.
puppy.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
There we
that.
go.
Yeah.
What's on the backside?
I
What?
know.
That would be
Oh, chessboard.
Check this out.
Chess and
Multi-
checkers.
But yeah,
Board,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Good
great.
news.
You got nice little pucks.
Wow.
Yeah, first 200.
All right. I gave him a good neck massage. He's got some tightness out of the little bulging neck thing. He's gonna have to get that looked after.
Yeah.
I'm
You
only
can't
a
go
professional
downstairs?
masseuse.
I've never had a massage.
What?
You should go to the banya.
No, I'm not saying I want one.
I got one.
Like I haven't had one for a reason
I've had
because
two.
that's just creepy and
I've only
don't
had two in
touch
my
me.
life.
Not at all.
They're wonderful.
They're lovely.
I love that.
I should go more.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's awesome, Steven.
Yeah, and like each RMT has their own style, so you find the right one.
Yeah.
No, I'm like full Costanza. Like,
Really?
don't touch me.
It's
Same with why I've
awesome.
never had like Eric always going on about the
pedicures?
pedicures. No way.
I haven't done
Do not
that.
touch my feet.
It's lovely,
I mean,
due
take
for
pictures
one.
of them, sure. If it'll make me
Yeah.
$5, but
Yeah,
don't
sure.
touch them, please.
but they're lovely. That's all. I'm like you. They are very nice.
Not a very touchy feely kind of guy.
Redbeard says EST darts tournament should be next, which is like a golf tournament but different.
Yeah.
Yes,
But darts.
it's a lot like the Four Nations Cup face-off,
but different.
But different. But darts.
Raider Jesse EST Dungeons and Dragons next. LOL. I've never done Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, because
I
it's a huge nerd activity.
yeah, but it's popular now.
It is so popular.
There's a lot of nerds
Quite
out there. That's
frankly,
not
well, nerd culture is cool. It's been cool
It
for like a
is.
good
You
10
Take
years.
that back.
Nerd culture
Nerd
is
culture
cool.
is
That's when you
cool.
call yourself a nerd. It's like
Are-
relax.
Nerd alert.
It's like calling yourself cool.
Are you a fan of the Marvel movies and stuff? On
Yeah.
TV? Okay, there you go. You're a part of the nerd culture.
I refuse.
I am not in that.
It's come from the comic books.
Is nerd?
So it's a growth of that quote
I
unquote
thought
nerd culture.
nerd is associated with intelligence, and that is more of a geek culture.
What?
I've always put them always in the same.
What's the difference?
Maybe
I don't
not.
know. I don't know. Don't come at me.
I always thought nerds,
But nerds are
geeks were
cool.
kind of the same. Nerd and geeks to me,
Where does dork fall
Dork
into all
is a
of this?
geek.
Okay.
That's still different. What? Sorry, just really went.
no, I was just trying to figure these all out. This is all confusing.
Poindexter is a variation
It's a
of
nerd.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad we're getting these
This is the
lineage
important
trees
stuff.
going. Yeah. Unreal.
I don't want to say anymore.
All right.
I think wasn't there a movie for Dungeons and Dragons?
Probably. I don't know.
No one remembers. Okay.
Probably stupid.
Oh, well, Vera Montenegro says tube socks. Them's fighting words. And Raider
Buy the bike
Jesse
racks,
says
VR, buy
dork
the bike
is
racks.
what. Raider Jesse says dork is what Tommy is. is what Tommy is to us. I'm assuming.
I think we're all dorks.
Yeah, I
a
guess
little
so.
bit.
No.
How dare you say that about
not
someone
you.
who does
Us three
hunting
are, like-
shows and wears camo?
And is yet never.
I've never touched.
Oh, there was a
I
movie.
was
Raider
gonna ask
Jesse
you
says the
about that
movie was
later.
decent. Oh, there was a movie for Dungeons and Dragons, and he says it was decent.
Yeah, it was like in the theater. It was like Blockbuster, I think.
Was Don Johnson in it?
I don't know.
No, I won't watch it.
So a
if
movie
Don-
based on a board game.
There's a huge culture on this.
There was a
I
board
can't wait
game
for that
off of
Checkers movie.
Battleships, wasn't there? Or
All my
Battleship.
Battleship,
colleagues
yeah, there
play
was.
it. They get together on like Saturday. They're
Actually,
Yeah.
Do they drink?
Mousetrap movie.
They must have some beers, yeah. Trust me, they are like it, but they're like cool nerds.
That's an oxymoron.
you can't say that.
That's what I'm saying. But nerds are cool.
They are cool. now.
Yes, they're just nerds. Yeah.
Well, I
Being
like more
Why
about
smart-
can't cool people just be cool?
Why can't nerds be cool?
Because they're not. That's the anti.
That's what comes with that title, Matt.
Well, maybe things change though in this world, and
Unbelievable.
what is cool changes.
And
in
that's
this world.
the problem,
That's
is
the
that
thing.
things change in this world.
Yeah, what is cool changes time and time again. Hello.
Who's that?
We have clients in.
Oh, all right.
There were two movies and they both sucked. Oh, there were two movies for
Dungeons and Dragons movie.
But things that are cool that it changes over time. What's cool? So now what is cool is nerd culture.
Because nerds are smart. That like links to like intelligence.
So if you're against nerd culture, it's almost like then you might not be cool anymore.
I'm not against nerd culture. I'm just saying nerd culture isn't cool
By
But it
definition.
is.
by definition.
But it is now.
like in the past, you're saying?
No, it may be popular,
No,
but popular
things
and
can
cool are
change.
mutually
Thank
exclusive
you.
terms.
But
Thank
what is
you,
cool changes over
Steven.
time.
I recall
Crushing it
a
today.
interview with Johnny Ramone when they were discussing how few albums the Ramones sold. And Johnny Ramone said, you know, I'd be concerned if we sold millions of records because I've been all over this country
deep.
and there aren't millions of cool people in this country. So we'd be appealing to the wrong people.
Oh, and he flicked the dark butt at somebody.
There you go.
right after.
So-
that's beautiful.
Smoking used to be cool.
R.I.P. Johnny Ramone.
Smoking isn't cool anymore.
It's still way
is
cooler than
cool-
vaping.
Filthy habit.
What is
Don't tell
cool-
Tommy.
But what is cool
No, I don't
changes.
like smoking.
Yeah.
What is cool changes, and that's my point. So being a nerd is
Vaping.
now cool.
Oh, vaping's not
Totally.
cool.
No, it's not.
You look like a douchebag.
But everybody does it.
You know what? The vaping. Can I quickly say something? Whoever vapes,
I
I,
have
don't,
a vape charger if you need one.
I know you do. I'm glad you said it and
Well,
not a million other people.
Vera
the day of the-
Montenegro hooked me up for some reason. Anyway,
If you are a vapor, that's your business. I don't care. But man, mind your breath. Mind your breath.
Does it make
Vapors
this
have
breath
such
smell bad?
bad breath.
Really?
Yes, mind it. My God.
I think you're getting too close to people.
People are getting too close to me. Telling me getting close. Excuse me.
Does vaping cause it?
I think so.
Really?
'Cause I'm just like, and then you don't know how to tell them, and then.
Well, you just
Don't-
did.
Stop talking.
offer
to
a
me.
mint.
Yeah, then I
Can
have
you
to
need
do one of
this?
those, and then they feel bad. And
They should, but
You
you're
shouldn't
trying
be
to get a
vote-
message
vaping.
across.
That's where you always pop one first. And the way anyone
Oh,
want
can I
one?
get you a-
That's
well,
the,
I just leave. I actually am like, I go to the bathroom.
That's actually the best.
yeah.
But that is one of the best ways of doing it. Sometimes is
But
pop one
FYI,
yourself.
and I'm doing this for your benefit. Just be mindful of that because nobody likes stank ass breath.
Okay.
Thank you.
North
You're
Side
welcome.
Sandwich. It's like 22 Jump Street when Jonah Hill is cool by two-strapping. right? Channing Tatum, when he was going to one strap, he's like, this is what's cool because he was the cool kid. He
Oh,
went to school,
great
and all of a
movie.
sudden, what was cool was the reverse. The nerds were the cool kids. The nerds were in charge.
21 Jump
point.
Street, which was a lot like the golf tournament, except a TV show.
Movie. Movie.
Oh God.
Sorry,
It was a TV show.
I only know it as a TV show with Johnny Depp.
I love the
Johnny Depp in
scene.
the TV show.
Yeah,
Sure was.
and Richard Greco.
And DeLuise, Peter DeLuise.
Oh, or Richard Grieco.
Yes, Richard Grieco.
But
Yeah.
that's how cool can change. Two strapping
Richard
was
Grieco used
cool
to
at
come
one
to my
point.
bar when I
One
was
strapping
filming
though
that
was
show.
initially
Actually,
cool.
Yeah, I thought he was really cool.
in my
And he's not cool now. You're right, Maddie. Things change.
hey,
That's my point. So that's where nerd culture is possibly. It's to me. It looks like it's a cool thing now.
Richard
But don't call
Grieco
it cool.
was like the bomb.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Night at the Roxbury. He was their guy.
Yeah, he would come into our bar and just thinking he was
The bee's knees.
the bee's knees.
That was a solid.
Oh, the
movie.
dames were all over him. He was like catnip.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Richard Grieco. One of my favorite scenes from I can't remember. I think it was 22 Jump Street was when he goes, "My name Yef."
Yeah.
It's like at the very beginning.
That
I
movie.
love that scene.
You can watch it over and over again. It was, both were funny, one and two.
They were great.
Yeah,
Channing
they're
Tatum's
unreal.
actually Ice Cube is hilarious. in
Yeah,
that, too.
with his
He's so
daughter.
good,
yeah.
Well, they did it great because they mocked sequels in that sense. We're just gonna do the same thing but
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's almost that works for this show. You know, the golf turn. We're gonna do the same thing but different with the bond spiel.
exactly.
Yeah.
The fun spiel. It's the same thing but different.
Same,
So you're having
same
a
but
fun
different.
spiel, but you've already had a golf tournament.
Ooh, we got a clap back.
Uh-oh.
Vape smells like fruit. Coffee breath is worse.
Coffee breath is bad, but I
Right.
can talk about bad breath forever. But I'm
But
telling you,
what the
vape
vape smells like is one thing, but what does it do to your breath?
Yeah, I don't think
That's
it's
what-
the cotton candy smell that's
That's
happening
not
live.
Jasmine
It's
doesn't.
the-
it's
Jasmine doesn't have an
basically-
issue with strawberry smells.
Yeah.
She has an
yeah.
issue with the potential what it's done to your
Because
breath.
what is happening is you're basically making your breath stale. That's exactly what it smells like. You smell the strawberry, but then after it gets stale.
Did I
like
use
coffee,
clap
very
back
well.
right?
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
You're so hip, Tommy.
You're so
Things change.
You're a nerd.
Do
Just kidding.
change. That's what I'm learning
I've
today. A lot
evolved
of
from dork
takeaways.
to cool nerd within minutes.
Kyle had a good point about nerds. I mean, I could agree to this. He said everyone's a nerd for something, is how he sees it. Equates it to being passionate about something. No, you're wrong.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
Nerd
You started
equates
off
to
by saying
intelligence.
Kyle makes a good point. I like this, but then in the end
said I
goes,
like it.
Kyle, you're wrong.
I can see how
Things
he
change.
interprets that. That's not how I interpret it. I interpret it with intelligence
The official drink of
or something
the
you're really good at.
The official drink of the
Let
the
him make us
official
some money.
drink of the
Sorry.
EST Hangout. The official drink of the EST Hangout. It's the Legend of 1952. It's the Finnish long drink, a drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor. Longdrink.com/Canada is where you can go enter your post to go find a liquor store nearest you that has it in stock. They have the traditional and the traditional sugar-free. And now you're free to talk, Jasmine. It's over.
Oh, okay. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, what were we talking about?
I can go into the inbox, Dylan Koskinen, as you collect your thoughts. Says Bonspiels are an all-day affair. They stock birdie booze at the Shamrock. Will be so fun. Shamrock is the best, not your grandpa's curling club. Unfortunately, I will be in Montreal at a hockey game. Dylan.
Aw.
Oh, that so he's going to Canada, U.S. Good for him.
That's
Or
gonna
it
be
could just
great.
be a random hockey game.
It isn't a well. It's in Montreal. I guess.
There's a lot of hockey games in Montreal that day.
The
That's
thing I
right.
will say. What do you mean? That's right.
Oh, nothing. My cousins talked to me yesterday and said, let's go to Montreal to go watch it.
Oh, okay.
But good thing I booked this first. See, I would have. Sorry, continue. Okay.
I don't know where you're going.
I don't know what's wrong. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm having a day, everybody. Thanks for putting up with me.
It isn't an all. We're not doing an all-day event. It is a
you can only have so much fun.
well.
You gotta temper it a bit.
It is a more reduced, like a little bit of a reduced tournament, just because I've
A junior fun spiel.
I've never done a Bonspiel before, so I don't know. I like always calling it Bonspiel, not Bonspiel.
Yeah, we've got to talk about this. Is it spiel or spiel?
Spiel.
Well, if
'Cause
you're
I use
cool, you'll
spiel.
say
I
spiel.
think it's
Oh, boy.
it's spiel, but if
So
you
please
want to
stop
be,
saying spiel, Maddie.
Yeah.
I like saying Bonspiel though. It's more fun to say.
No, I agree. I don't disagree.
Bonspiel.
What's the proper way of saying it?
Spiel.
Bonspiel. Thanks for listening, as we just
I
went to
am.
that
I'm
15
just-
seconds ago.
I was thinking, you know what?
Tommy just said,
I'm
"What's the
sorry.
fun way?" And I was
I'm
like,
just looking at my
Bonspiel.
notes.
Exactly.
Looking at my notes, it's all sports stuff, and I'm like, okay, let's talk about Bonspiel.
That's sports.
No, yeah, it is.
We're gonna have fun at the fun
Hell
spiel.
yeah. Let's get lit.
Just to emphasize the fun, you'll notice there is an exclamation point on the logo.
I did notice that.
As well
And
played.
it's just going to be that much fun.
Yes.
There won't be any more fun had on that day. Not even at the Bell
Nope.
Center.
All the fun will be.
Just
In
like the golf
Montreal.
tournament, but curling.
Yeah. What do you got, Jasmine?
Well, let's talk about Enigma, Aaron Rodgers documentary. We didn't get to talk about it yesterday. You guys saw the preview? Everybody?
I didn't, but I did hear them discussing it this morning.
I heard dolphins mating in the background. Is that the?
And Scorsese is not attached to it. I did hear
Ah.
that.
No?
It's a shame.
People are making fun of it, but I think it looks kind of good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Really?
I-
to
No,
see,
I don't
finally to see the world of Aaron Rodgers, whatever.
Don't
the
need to
heck
see that
he's-
world.
Cuckoo Land.
Don't want to know.
It just intrigues me when people don't have a good, like, don't have any relationship with their parents other than like trauma as kids. But like his parents seem normal because I watched The Bachelor, and that's why I know this. So that's what I want to know. I want to deep dive into like his childhood and his family. And
But
what's up
here's
with
the
that.
thing. Aaron Rodgers is probably some sort of executive producer of this and is going to decide what goes in and out. So it is skewed.
I'll watch.
He
the
is going to
first
make
one.
Aaron Rodgers look good.
I'll watch the first one.
Because yeah, there's 3 parts,
I think so. Yeah.
There's 3 parts to this.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
We're going to have to hear about it for 3 times?
Well, then
or
there's
are they
a
all being released
cliffhanger
at
ending,
once?
so he can come back next year with,
Where's he going to go? Where's he playing?
right?
He comes back
As
as
a
a Titan.
follow-up.
He's gonna have his LeBron.
And his
taking
1 year with the
talent
Tennessee Titans.
Take his talents to the Arena League.
UFL.
So
Just want him to retire.
So Aaron Rodgers clearly, like, when we're gonna see how much he like spends on all this stuff, right? Did you guys hear that Derrick Henry spends $250K USD on his body a year and calls it body management? Did you guys hear about this?
What does
No.
he say?
Like,
What do you mean
what's-
spend it on
what
his
is he
Yeah.
body?
What's he doing?
Okay, very good question.
Like lip work and injections and
No,
stuff?
so he doesn't eat, drink. He doesn't smoke. He only eats clean. He doesn't like. I can give you a list here.
Yeah.
But he like on chefs, on all these like healthy programs.
So I thought it was all on like vanity.
No,
spending.
so no
Okay.
fried food, no dairy, no gluten, no artificial
Nose to job.
sugars.
Brings in the
Cheek
ears a
lift.
little bit.
Cheek lift.
Doesn't eat until 4 or 5 o'clock during the season. Maybe has a banana or avocado before practice.
That sounds so much fun.
Well, excuse me, he's one of the best athletes in the NFL.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Agreed.
Right?
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean that's
Yeah.
fun.
Then I was like, well, doesn't like LeBron and all this, like, they have chefs, they have trainers and stuff, but I guess
Yeah.
Derrick Henry has brought it to another level.
He
Now-
probably sounds like
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But if you had that kind of scratch, wouldn't you have all this as well? I think
I
you
would
would.
think so. Yeah.
If you're,
I would not want to cook a single thing if I was
Right?
at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I'd have a
I want
chef
somebody
for
coming
sure.
in, nutritionist. You are planning out
unless
my
you're
meals
fixing yourself a late night
and
sandwich or
nailing
something.
me.
Yeah.
But even then, I would want something like build me the proper late night
Ring down,
sandwich that
you
I
bring
can
the
pull
little,
out
the little bell.
because my body is what I'm making my money off of.
That's exactly why
Now-
he does it. Yeah.
Can you counter that with what
Then
DK
eat the
Metcalf likes to eat?
Oh, like the candies
Yeah,
and such. I
yeah.
know from Receiver how they
And
were.
he's shredded.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
And then I could talk about the Receiver. It's the coffee hitting me a bit there. Okay.
Have another sip of coffee.
It's
Social
I would eat all I want after I had a player. Like the moment I retired is then I would just go all out and be like, yes, give me all the fast food in the world. Let me
Well, I
eat
find it
on everything I
interesting.
miss.
Legit.
But while I'm playing, it would be a full, I'm all in. I am protecting this temple. I want this, 8-pack of abs or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, you see those athletes that go 2 ways when they retire, right?
Yep.
Some of them never want to go into a gym again because they spent their whole life doing that.
Yeah.
And others, 15 years after they retired, they still look like they could play because they're actually passionate about working out,
Yeah.
et cetera. And they're conditioned. They don't know any, a different life, so they just keep that going.
Yeah.
Right? Like look at O-Dog, for example.
Yeah.
And he said it like, yeah, when I was retired, I'm not stepping foot in another gym again.
Right.
Spent 15 years of my life doing that so I could stay on the team.
There's the offensive lineman is a big one. You see a good mix where some of those offensive linemen just lose a bunch of weight
Yeah.
when they're done. Got like CC Sabathia. If anyone's ever seen the pictures of CC Sabathia,
skinny?
well, he lost weight during his playing career.
I saw him
but
pitch.
then after his career, he's trimmed right down. I wonder if I can find a
I
reason.
Well,
did
linemen
see
have
him
to
pitch.
eat so much calories every day to maintain that weight.
Those guys,
So-
they are huge human beings. Yeah.
The thing with the chef is like I like to cook and all that, but the thing is the chef will make
Wow.
something like so tasty and have all your macros and all that. Like they'll make it perfect. You're having something that you
They're
are
not
looking
frying your
forward to
chicken
eat.
every night.
No,
Yeah.
but they're
Exactly, this is
they're
what I
making you
mean.
something delicious,
They know
right?
how to make
Yeah.
stuff that's nutritious.
Yeah, and
delicious.
flavorful, whatever. Like that's pretty amazing.
And that's where I'd be like I like snacking at night or something like that. I'd be like, you plan out what I can snack. Like
Yeah,
I'm going to indulge
right.
on snacking at night.
These kale chips.
Figure out what I can and can't do.
Right.
Like set it up for me.
One
What,
text.
Tommy?
I like this text. That's what I was laughing at.
Yeah.
How the hell do you spend $250,000 a year when you only eat a banana?
Well, see, organic bananas,
Yeah, of course. Those are expensive.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. LeDuc Aaron says Jason Kelsey says he has to go to the gym to keep sanity. His wife makes him go because he's miserable without it. Yeah, it could be like working activating, as I like to call it. It could
You
be-
do like to call it that, and that
hate
really
it.
needs to stop.
Jay said that the
You
other
can
day.
blame
and I just
Ralph
rolled my
Kruger
eyes.
for that.
Who's a very intelligent man.
He's one of the most interesting men I've ever met. Working out like is good for you. It releases was it the
Endorphins. Yeah.
dopamine.
You should always, I mean, exercise, I'm sure, is huge, regardless of when you retire or not. I'm not saying like they're going hard at the gym, but I'm sure they're still like maintaining their health.
Yeah. I got a good activation and I feel great.
It's a life change. It's like a day changer, truly.
I remain unactivated.
You activate in your own way.
There we go. That's the spirit.
There we go.
Just like how
Matt-
everyone's nerds in their own way. You activate in your own way.
I'm jealous.
Everyone is a
Maddie's
nerd
being
in any
nice to two socks. Can't be nice to me.
It's because you come at me.
You interrupt every liner.
So? I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't do that. It's just like I just
You should
have
read
something
them.
to say. I want to
should
read
make her
them.
read
Can I
them.
read them one day? Not
I'd have to
today.
type them out because my printing's not the best.
Okay. Do you have like doctor rating?
It's better than doctor rating.
He also writes with
Oh,
his
yeah,
left
it
hand
is.
because he likes to challenge himself.
He's that kind of guy.
No, but I had to
It's
write
true. I do
left-handed last year a
interrupt.
little bit, and
You need to
it,
stop
Oh, that's
that.
right, you did.
Some self-awareness.
I hated it. I hated writing left-handed. You had to be very slow with it, and I can't do things with my left hand.
I'm gonna leave that statement.
Right?
there.
Yeah, you could go
Yeah.
there. Do whatever you want.
I am not touching
Sometimes
that
if you use your left hand, it feels like it's someone else.
But it's only 10:13.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a good Friday here.
Oh, I'm gonna get
It
some
already
hand
is.
lotion. My
Sorry
hands
about
are
that,
dry.
Jasmine.
Have some more coffee.
I need hand lotion. I'll be back.
Okay, see ya. It's the EST Hangout right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Tom Gazzola, Tube Socks, and Matthew Wannick. Jasmine Sidhu was here, but she has left.
Hand
if you're not
lotion?
watching, I don't know, man.
Hand lotion?
I don't know.
People getting up to go to the bathroom, understand. People going up to quickly go get a drink, understand. People getting up to quickly go grab something to
I'm
show
gonna
on
go
the
on a
show.
lip balm break
I could
soon.
put
Good idea.
hand lotion. My hands. There's
It feels like the holiday season. We're getting festive. It's a Friday. The Oilers won yesterday.
We got
Eskimo.
college championships this
Elks had a
weekend.
good
College
week,
football
yeah.
championship this weekend.
Yep.
Also, I did see. It was funny. I saw it on Twitter today. Somebody posted. They said 4 teams in the college football playoffs is not enough. 12 teams in the playoffs is not enough. Here's one concept of a 1,024 team playoff might look like this season.
Was that made with ChatGPT?
And they broke it down with like full brackets and stuff.
That's unreal.
I haven't looked who's in it.
Reed would lose it.
My Hurricanes are a 12 seed going up against, I can't even see what number that is. Fork Union, though.
Yeah, formidable football squadron over at Fork Union.
I wonder how many games that would take. How many did I say that was? 1024. So you got to divide by 2. So that's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks.
2.5 months.
So that's longer than the football season itself.
It's like half the
almost.
season. Yeah.
Almost. Because it's 3 full months for college football.
Right.
And then, but we got some good college football games this weekend. Then my Hurricanes are going to get
So
knocked
they
out.
play for 1 month, then they have
Hurricane.
2 months of playoffs.
It's 1 month to determine your
Right.
seeding.
Yeah,
and then we
four
just get
games.
full. But then once you're knocked out, you're done. Your season's over and you've played maybe 5 or 6 games.
Right.
It's almost like a season.
Interesting.
Big Dave gets in there, says activations are like workouts, but different.
Exactly. That is.
You guys, I've been
Perfect.
reading these.
He gets it. He totally gets it.
So, there was
well
one good one here for sure.
Well played, man.
The East Diego is presented by Sentinel Storage. Canada's storage experts, more than 2 decades of helping Canadians through life's transitions. 50% off 12 weeks. It ends December 15th. Check them out, sentinel.ca for a location nearest you.
Oh,
Whoa.
good toss.
I want one right by the camera.
That was really well done.
Jared
Get
says
rid of this.
vaping is like brushing teeth, but different.
This is going to be a thing now.
Well done, Steven.
This
well
is
done.
just,
Look what you started.
Oh man,
Too good.
too good. Yes, this hangout has been off the rails. I'm sorry.
I think in a-
Tube
And I'm
Talk
all
slot. Let's
for
blame
it.
him.
And I'm all for it. That's what he added. Don't add in the rest of what VR said there.
Yeah.
Matt,
I was just
you
hoping there was going to be more D&D talk because that's
There
really
was some-
Well, I could
forte.
learn more about
No.
the movie. Dungeons and Dragons movie. 2024. Honor Amongst Thieves. Oh, it was a heist film. A fantasy heist comedy film.
What?
In a dungeon?
Featured Chris Pine.
Does it all take place in the
Chris
dungeon?
Pine.
I don't know. I don't know
The
that.
various dungeons they
it
go
had
to?
it actually at the box office had made over $200 million.
That's not much of an endorsement because, as we know, just because something's popular doesn't mean it's good.
Well, it made money though. Like it didn't bust.
Well, because see my previous comment.
It's based on Dungeons and Dragons by Hasbro. I didn't know Hasbro owned Dungeons and Dragons. See, I'm learning new things today.
It is a board game. Right?
Yeah.
I think.
Cardboard game?
I don't know if Reed likes Dungeons and Dragons.
I know people played it back when I was in high school.
Yeah.
It's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, so it's
They played on Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. I know that.
Speaking of, Netflix says it corrected its buffering issues for NFL Christmas.
Of course it did. It
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they
they
say.
also said that they were going to have no issues going into the fight.
until there was.
There were
Yeah,
issues.
there's definitely gonna be issues.
What a great fight that was. Anyways, it was
Okay, we're
like
not getting
boxing
into
but
that one.
different.
I'm sure the NFL though called them with a lot of calls, and
Yeah.
that's constantly still been calling them, going, "How is this? What's the update? How are things going?" To make sure that there's not a single issue on Christmas Day. Because if people are pissed on Christmas Day, Netflix will never get an NFL game for or they won't get one for a long time. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, NFL is
piss
a
off
different
the
monster
NFL.
for sure.
And they'll go anywhere else. That's one of the things. There's only one thing that has more power than the NFL, and that's
FIFA.
The Masters.
Oh, yeah.
They do
Masters.
single year deals with CBS. No one knows anything really about the deals. There's very few sponsors in them because they don't need even the commercials. One year they went without commercials.
That's awesome.
And if CBS ever does anything that they don't like, they will go, "Well, we're taking this away." And CBS is full fear of losing that. So they're the only one that has more power, I think, over their broadcast deals than the NFL. CFL is a close third.
Very close third.
Okay.
Full power. The league has full control over that type of stuff. Sarcasm.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Well, since the
sure.
Rouge
I was
Network
gonna
started up, they kind of control
Get
the
the
whole.
Rouge Network. How do you get that?
That would be a great name for a network.
Right, the Rouge Network absolutely would be a great name.
Unsubscribe.
I'll work on the logo right now.
Perfect.
Don't.
How would you design a logo with featuring the Rouge?
I don't know. I'll have to see once I get some drinks in me.
That's the thing. Like,
Have a kicker walking away from a field goal post in desolation,
hands up with the ball going on the outside.
like this,
Missing.
with one.
Just so you know, I only threw that comment in because I was determined to have some Rouge discussion on the Hangout when I was on it. Because it's becoming tradition.
Oh, you are also pro Rouge as
Very
well.
pro Rouge.
Yeah.
Prouge, if you will.
Long
Get
live
rid
the
of it.
Rouge. No, you're wrong.
Long live
Jasmine's wrong.
No, she's right.
Yeah, because I know what's up. You want a good
knows
game?
what's
Want
up.
some fairness? Get rid of that dumbass
Get
rule.
it out of here.
I'm sorry.
I don't
know.
like it. I
I
don't
know.
like it.
People are very passionate
What's
about it.
the
I'm sorry.
longest trophy in professional football?
The Grey Cup.
Yes.
It doesn't mean the Grey Cup can't change. Like
Evolution.
cool things.
But-
Yes.
But apparently, I was told by you that cool things that it is cool. Things are cool. They stay
And-
cool.
Andrea-
the Rouge was cool.
Andrea dropped like the definition of dork, cool, and like broke it all down in nerd for us in the
Please.
text line.
Oh, this
I can get to
could
it.
be informative. We can finally settle this hash.
Okay.
But we're not setting the Rouge
No, that'll never
So I
be
because
settled.
it's there. It's
It's
there to
there.
stay. Maybe amend it a little. I could give in to an amendment.
Nerd definition. A person who is extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject, especially one of specialist or niche interest. Quote, the executive is an unabashed film nerd. End quote. Geek definition. Person who is knowledgeable about and obsessively interested in a particular subject, especially one that is technical or of specialist or niche interest. Quote, a computer geek. Unquote. So really, both very similar.
Very
Very,
similar.
very
But it's more like geek to me is more like is their point. It's more the technical stuff and actually doing something, whereas the nerd is something you're passionate about and learning about. There's the difference between the two that I would point to.
Dudley also gets in, says the Dungeons and Dragons movie is like the Jumanji movie, but different.
But different. Kind of saw that one
like
coming. I
that.
love it.
Was there just the two definitions?
That's what Andrea sent
Okay.
in. Yes.
Yeah, that
It's very similar though.
so nerd culture would be the Marvel movies and all that stuff. That's nerd culture. And it's cool now.
Reader,
No, it's popular.
Reader Jesse.
Popular and cool aren't the same.
That's correct.
They popular and cool are not.
No, they are not.
They're not the same thing.
Absolutely,
like-
they're not.
It's like disco was popular,
But it wasn't
But it's
cool.
not cool or wasn't cool. Boom.
Good one.
Raider Jesse saying they have to fix Netflix live events because WWE is
Yes.
moving to Netflix in January.
was
The
reading
one thing though is I don't think WWE is ever going to hit the
Yeah,
amount
they don't
of
have the same numbers.
That's the thing. They won't hit the same numbers at one moment. I think as Tyson Paul hit or what the
that was
NFL
kind of a
is
shock
going
to
hit.
their system
Yes.
as far as being able to
I would
handle that.
assume that as of right now, Netflix probably could handle a WWE broadcast no problem with the amount of.
They could also probably handle a Hangout broadcast.
That'll be a little tight. WWE Raw average viewership.
It's got to be a couple million.
How many people watch Raw? They average about 1.5 million over the past month,
That's pretty good.
according to the rating system. So so I'm assuming they can handle that. I'm assuming that there's been TV shows that have dropped on Netflix that have gotten a lot of people trying to stream it at the exact same time. It's Tyson Paul was tens of millions.
Yeah.
The NFL will be tens of millions. It's having the
And there's
infrastructure
only
in
one
place
game
ready
that
for
day,
that.
right?
There's two, I believe.
But
Is
I mean,
it two?
at-
Is it a doubleheader or
But
one
at
at a time?
once,
Yeah,
right?
one
so
at a
that'll
time.
get a lot of viewership because there isn't.
Is it doubleheader or
It's not like
triple
a Sunday
header?
where they've got games overlapping.
I feel like I hope it's a triple header in a sense. What do we got? It's a doubleheader. Ravens, Texans, Chiefs, Steelers. What do we got? Who's singing? Who's halftime? Beyonce, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
Ravens, Texans. I don't know if they announced something for Chiefs, Steelers. It's 11 and 2:30. So what's the night game in the NBA?
I like that there's going to be live sports all day Christmas Day.
Always
Always
has
is.
been. Always
I know,
is.
but I love that.
We've got
awesome.
It just
Knicks,
sucks for the
Spurs.
NBA though.
Well, that's the thing. The NFL just came in and went,
Yeah.
hours.
Well, like
My-
gave him the middle finger. Like that's your problem.
Lakers, Warriors at 6.
Lakers, Warriors.
Nuggets, Suns, 8:30. During the day, you start with Spurs, Knicks.
Nuggets Suns will be so good.
You go Timberwolves, Mavericks,
That'll
and
be
then you
good
got
too.
76ers, Celtics. 76ers are 5 and 15.
They suck.
Nick
They
Nurse
really
gonna get
do.
fired?
Did you see Nick Nurse's evolution of style? He looks so good.
Has he changed? Like
He from the Raptors went from like this like nice Canadian man to
he's
it's
not
like-
even Canadian.
I know I meant to say Canadian style.
Oh,
What I meant.
okay.
Like you
Is
know
that
a nice yeah. Well, now when I see him on the sidelines in 76ers games, I'm like, this guy looks good.
What's he
Pretty sure
doing?
he has like a chain on and stuff. Like,
Nick Nurse. Really?
I don't know. I just saw him just recently.
Style.
I always wanted the Lakers. I would be very willing to fire JJ Redick in a heartbeat.
Do you think it's
To
his
hire
fault?
Nick. No, it's not. But I would,
Oh.
if Nick Nurse was fired by the 76ers, I would want the Lakers to fire JJ Redick in a heartbeat to hire Nick Nurse.
I think it's
He's
just
a great coach.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think it's Nurse. It's just Embiid
No, it's
and
yeah.
some flaws and injuries and whatnot.
We saw what Nurse did with the Raptors the year
Absolutely.
after Kawhi left.
Absolutely
He's a great coach.
great coach.
And that's like the one year when the Lakers got rid of Frank Vogel. the reports were that they were interested in trying to get Nick Nurse from the Raptors, and the Raptors like, hell no. And then the next year they fired Nick Nurse, and the Lakers were stuck with Darvin Ham at the time, and they didn't want to. They went to the Western Conference Finals, so they couldn't fire Darvin Ham. And now this year they make the change, and it's like, I think JJ Redick can still be a fine coach in this league. I would move on from it in a heartbeat though if it's Nick Nurse. They won't do it though. I'd also move on from Rob Pelinka right now for Bobby Mayers. He used to be the GM of the Golden State Warriors. Pelinka's
I don't
trash.
recognize any of these names that you're talking about, so I'll just.
Okay, sorry, Kareem
basketball.
Abdul-Jabbar.
I'm not saying that I was interested in
But you would know those names.
Sure,
That's what
yes.
I'm going
Just
with.
smile and nod
Michael
politely.
Jordan.
Larry Bird.
Space Jam was on a couple days ago and I watched it. It was wonderful.
Is Larry Bird in that?
Is Larry Bird in that? In like
don't
a
think
scene?
so.
Is there not like a scene with him in it? Maybe not.
Maybe.
I'm just trying to think if he had no, wasn't he golfing with MJ?
Might have been. Nick Nurse does have good style. You're right, Jasmine. Not that I doubted.
When I
Right?
was a
There was like
kid-
some significant change in it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like I was like, damn. Hello,
Yes, he was in
Nurse.
Space Jam. He was golfing with
Larry Bird was?
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, okay.
And
yeah.
Michael
And
Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
So when I was a
and-
kid on my Commodore 64, I had a Larry Bird versus Dr. J game, which was pretty fun.
Oh. And Wayne Knight was in there
And you
too.
could break the backboards. That was always very exciting when you did that. If you
and
hit it just
Ivan
right.
Reitman.
break the backboard.
Little pixelated 8-bit backboard would fall apart.
Wayne Knight was his MJ's assistant.
Yes.
I haven't watched 2 yet. I have it. I need to watch it. Just because I need to see it in my
See
life.
how it plays out.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about it. But it's one that I feel like I want to still watch it. It's just hard to get into the mood to be like Space Jam 2.
I've never gotten in that mood myself, so
Have you gone to Space Jam?
no.
Like watching Space Jam?
No, it's on my list.
Is it?
No, I'll get to it one
You
day.
didn't watch the first one?
I was busy.
Don't get me started like this gladiator talk.
It's like Gladiator, but different.
I still haven't seen Gladiator.
Thank
so.
you. Thank you.
There's
I
always
tend to
Said
not watch
didn't see
contemporary.
Gladiator.
Tommy,
films.
you seen it?
Gladiator, the
Yeah.
original. Yeah. Of
Oh yeah,
course.
you were here during our
Yeah.
argument. Okay, yeah.
I will go
Are you
see
not
Gladiator
entertained?
too.
And the thumb down, like it's perfect. I've seen the whole movie now.
I'm not talking about this. It had torn us apart after that. That I was getting messages from people. Swear to God about. Are you and Maddie fighting?
Are you?
For the most
Secretly.
part.
Oh wow.
For the most part.
Wow.
That's why the whole
I don't
hat
want to get
thing's still
between
going
you
on.
two.
No, Tube Sucks is. And Jerry was yesterday.
yeah, the poor
Oh, okay.
Jerry.
Jerry was a great
yesterday.
Jasmine
Yeah.
whisperer yesterday. He,
I was watching before I went to the rake, and Jerry was awesome. Good to see him. Good to have him on
so
here.
we
He
crushed
is a
those that sluice juice.
Beauty.
No
Beauty.
surprise. That's good stuff.
Yeah, there's none left.
I still have some in my fridge from last time Jerry was here.
Oh.
It doesn't go bad, right?
I don't know.
I hope
Alcohol,
not.
but there's orange juice in there, so
That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming orange juice goes bad if you open it.
So I should pour it out.
I don't know.
Just drink it and see what happens.
no,
Oh, boy.
smell
So
it
you'd be
There's
like
like
that.
you
Okay,
would.
you want to know something? This is why ChatGPT is there.
You know? It'd be like the
Is
full
orange
syrup squishy.
or can orange
Starts
juice go bad?
hallucinating.
Oh,
Can
yeah, that
orange
could happen.
juice
That'd be scary.
go
What a trip,
bad
though.
once opened? Let's see what ChatGPT gives me.
Yeah, but if it has vodka in it,
Yes, orange juice can go bad once open. Here's some key points to consider. Refrigeration. Once open, orange juice should always be refrigerated
You
to
guys have
slow
a fridge.
bacterial growth. Most store-bought orange juices should be consumed within 7 to 10 days after opening.
okay, I'm gonna have to pour that out.
Spoilage signs,
Yeah.
sour or off smell, a change in taste. So you give it a taste, visible mold or cloudiness,
Obviously.
or a bulging
drink around
carton or
the mold.
bottle. That's not going to work. So there you go.
Yeah, that's gonna get poured out. I brought it because remember he brought in the big thing, and I poured it into a Birdie Booze thing, and I was like, oh, I'll hit this whenever I want, and I have not hit it once.
Buddy at the Garrison, Matt at the Garrison. Yeah, OJ goes moldy. The Garrison, they have golf and curling.
Wow.
So
Which
you
are
can-
two different things.
Two different, and they're done
But
at
they're
two
the
different
same.
times of the year, but they're the same.
Same but different.
So you can go
They're
and
like
golf.
each other.
Yeah.
You can go golf in the summer, spring and summer.
Oh my
It's like
God.
golf but different.
It's
And then in the winter and fall winter, you can go curl, and it's like golf but different.
exactly
All in the one location.
This is hard to keep track of.
mind blowing.
It's all right
mind blowing.
And actually, who learned it? A few weeks ago, someone learned that Garrison has a tank. They
It
have a
does.
tank.
They have some World War II artillery
Where's-
pieces too. I think.
Matt could correct me on this one. If I had to get the number correct. Is it 16? Is the tank around? Is it no? Is it 11 by the? It's the 11 par 3 after 10. Is that where the tank is again?
I thought
Garrison
the tank was on the way into the Garrison.
Is it like mini golf?
Isn't
You
there
have to,
one?
like, shoot
Isn't
it
there
through
one
the
on
tank?
during the course too though?
Yeah.
Because
I know there is
there's
like
a lot
an
of cool things.
anti-air gun on like 14.
Yeah, there's something. There's
Yeah.
something over there too. There's something on the par 3 11.
I may have sat in it and went,
But you may not have.
but I may not have.
And I'm
Same but
very
different.
intrigued for Matt and the Garrison
That
lot-
would be a
to jump in
geeky,
on that
maybe
one.
dorky thing to do, perhaps nerdy thing to do.
Oh gosh, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
It's such a great. It's such a fun course.
I enjoy that course.
I
And
missed it
they're
last year.
they're lovely in the clubhouse too.
I missed it last
Shout out
year
to
because I didn't golf. I'll be back there.
You were in
It's
a
one of my areas that I golf. I golf in that area and stuff, and I love going to the Garrison. And to me, they have the best twilight. A Saturday or Sunday night, golf in the Garrison. It's wonderful. Right until the sun's until you can't see anymore. It's the best.
Very big and open, spacious clubhouse, or not clubhouse, but 19th hole, let's call it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because the curling rink's right there.
it's
too,
right there. Yeah,
Which is
course
like
it
a
is.
golf course, but
yeah,
different.
It's like shuffleboard, but on ice because it's different.
That's it.
Yeah, Bronco Nick saying the tank is definitely on the back 9. So yeah, I think it's on 11. So that's well, I guess just have to take a trip out to the Garrison to go find out. You're not much of a golfer.
I have golfed. I've tried to golf once every 7 to 9 years.
Nice.
I probably last golfed in 2018, 2017 maybe. So I'm probably coming due for another.
do.
EST Golf Classic, second annual.
Well, that's like the curling tournament.
Matt says we have a tank behind the clubhouse, but we also have a self-propelled howitzer off of 15th
Yeah,
tee.
that's the one.
The naval gun is on the 11th.
Okay.
So there we go. That's what it's all figured out to be.
Again, I may have hopped on there and went.
It's always that's the fun part about that course is just seeing all those things too.
Tube Talks, did you say you don't like pizza?
I did not say that, but
I went to the Mash. Speaking of pizza,
oh, wasn't that good?
it was lovely.
Where's Mash?
There's one on White and one on St.
North
Albert.
a
End of St.
franchise?
Albert.
I'm assuming it's same
Oh,
ownership.
okay.
It's based in Calgary, right? Because I believe they make the dough with beer
Mash.
mash,
They do.
What?
right? So hence the name, the mash.
Okay.
Yeah. The dough. I did notice the taste in the dough.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a unique.
Yeah. Now, someone
Okay. I'll put some on this.
insisted on a mushroom pizza,
Yum.
No, thank
which
you.
I was not a big fan of. I asked for pepperoni on the mushroom pizza, which saved it somewhat, and I let her take the rest of it. I had 2 pieces. I was good.
They have a dill pickle pizza there. I didn't
they?
have any,
I'll
but,
try that.
But one of my kids had the dill pickle pizza.
In Vegas, I had a dill pickle pizza because I've seen it.
And was it good?
It was delicious.
Yeah.
Pickle works on a pizza if it's
you go.
done right, I would assume. And the one I had was great, and I would love to try a pickle pizza. The place Reed was mentioned. What's the one downtown? That you wanted
yeah,
to try.
Effenza.
That's it. Apparently,
Where's that?
they have one. It's
Right across from
Pearl
Ula-
Tower,
Ula.
pretty much.
Oh, that's right by Birch and
Right?
Bear.
Yeah, it's downtown Birch and Bear, like that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once you say across from what?
I think it's across from Ulia. Alia.
Oh, yeah,
Olia.
Olia.
Oh, yeah.
And Mimi.
And me.
And then, so what's this place?
The mash?
The Mash. Okay.
It's
I'll
good.
have to go try.
I liked it.
I need
And
to try the
local beers on tap.
Raider Jesse said dill pickle was decent at the Mash. Surveyor Brett
try it.
tried F and Za after Reed talked about it on here. It was really good.
Okay.
That's from Surveyor
All right.
Brett.
I will.
That area is really taking off. Like the
Yeah.
corner on Jasper Ave, about 118th on the rocks towards 124th.
Yeah.
Like it's going up. Lots of cool stuff there. Lots of new buildings going up and high rises and stuff. I need to go and check out all these places because there's that Va.
Yeah, that
as
Reed
well.
always talks about
He
with the
always says
sandwiches.
great sandwiches.
Yeah. Yeah, sandwich from there.
Odd
Sammy's.
Company is tucked in back.
Yeah,
by
Odd
Reed's
Company's
place,
great. Yeah.
Lots of
I went
that's a
for a
good
beer
area.
there with Reed in the summer.
Didn't get an invite.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pleasant time.
It was very lovely. I wasn't expecting. He texted me one day. He said, you free for a beer? And I was like,
Sit on the same
absolutely.
side of the
So I
table or
walked. No, we're opposite.
Okay.
We're opposite. It was just
That made it
it
less
was a
awkward.
2-seater.
Okay.
There was only I would have actually like physically had to bring the chair next to
Right.
him, but then I wouldn't have a spot for my drink in front of me.
You
So
reach
it
over.
would have been a little awkward.
Well, that's.
But
Maddie.
it was a lovely time before he officially started working here.
Oh.
Reed is officially off of probation, by the way.
But Jay Milne is not.
Jay is not. Jay is not. Jay still has 3 more months.
he had to.
No,
get
I don't
the
even know what
back
our
of it.
probation was.
Well, we created this company. With
I know, but I'm
Dustin.
assuming that there would have been some sort of probation maybe in there.
Yeah, I guess
I didn't
so.
even look.
I mean, you are about the rules and regs. That is all.
I
you.
didn't even thought of that. I should have.
We kind of
I
had
wonder
bigger
what,
things to worry
Oh, I know.
about.
I wonder what Hernan, because Hernan was. I wonder if he ever found out what his status was.
HR Daddy can answer that.
It's
It might
I'm
be
done
an
by
HR
probation though, right? I am.
I don't know. HR
Did
Daddy.
you sign a contract? Then yeah, you don't have a probation.
Great. They can get rid of me whenever they want.
Can walk away from you.
But I'm not allowed to participate in like the ESTs, like the goodies and stuff that the nasties get.
Your staff.
It'd look really bad
If
all of a sudden Dusty, Eric, and Trev last Friday were like, let's send someone to LA. And then all of a
Jasmine's off to
sudden,
LA.
Jasmine's on the line. Oh my God, thank you. And I don't think that would go over well with our
Not
listeners.
cool.
Need to get to Road Warriors, brought to you by AccuSteel Heavy Haul Trailers, custom manufacturing of heavy haul trailers for mining, oil and gas, equipment, highway transportation, quality, innovation, integrity, trusted by leaders in the heavy transport industry. Get on the road with peace of mind for your large loads. AccuSteel.ca. I don't care about hockey right now. Tonight, Boise State, UNLV, 10 versus 10 in the Mountain West Championship. After that, you got 24 Army taking on Tulane in the American Athletic Conference Championship.
Hey, those
Boom.
running Rebels.
Boom.
This is the highest they've been ranked ever, I think, on the football side.
They've had a really good year this
Yes.
year, even with the quarterback quitting on them.
I know.
Earlier. Tomorrow is the big championship games. SEC, you got Texas, Georgia, you got Oregon, Penn State, Big Ten championship. And then we'll see what happens with the ACC with SMU and Clemson. There's also Arizona State, Iowa State, and then there's a few other ones going on. But that's that. As for the Oilers, they're in action tomorrow. Sorry. Just wanted to plug that the Oilers are in action tomorrow. It's an 8 o'clock start, which means the DCL Diesel, as the Blues are in town, gets going at 7 o'clock with yourself and Hernan Salas. As you guys will get people set for the Blues, taking on the Oilers, as well as you have the post-game show. And also, a reminder, there is Hello Hockey tomorrow as well at 10 o'clock.
That's right. Ty Gretzky will be joining us.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's funny. Belzy left on Wednesday and joked about get me Gretzky.
Yeah.
And then
So I got
you
Ty.
one.
We're working on Wayne. Actually, Wayne said he'd come on, but I just need to confirm that.
You had Kevin Lowe. You had Kevin Lowe last week,
Wait,
right?
Kevin, we have Barry Stafford, we
I
have
was
Simon
awake listening
Bennett.
to that.
We had a good lineup lately.
And the logo looked really lovely with the fireplace in the back. When you guys was it local? It was local.
Yeah,
you took
we're
it
at
to, right?
local.
Yeah.
We also have Summit on board down at Sound and Ice Center. So yeah, we'd like to dress it up.
It just looks so like a cabin chalet feel. I don't know. I really liked it. You guys were just missing.
Good.
You should have wore like big sweaters though.
We can do that.
Yeah. Turtlenecks.
Belsey looks good in a big sweater. It's like a little sweater, but different. Yeah. Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg will speak to the media today. It's their
Wow.
revenge game. We got confirmation just a couple minutes ago.
Nice.
And they're on the ice. The Blues are, I think, at 12:30 down at Rogers Place. Also, speaking of college football, I saw the Oregon uniform drop for this week's game.
They had bad jerseys last week.
Let's see.
This one's pretty cool. It has kind of, I think the numbers to me look Seahawks-like. But I love how with them and Nike, like they have unlimited funds to wear uniforms.
Don't like it.
I liked it.
It's the
But
Seahawks.
it looks like the Riders too. Like if the Seahawks and the Riders and their third jersey
This is the Seahawks.
had a bebe,
I expected
be this.
helmets are gorgeous.
Yeah,
helmets
they're
are on
nice.
point. The jerseys are the Seahawks. No,
What is
you're the Oregon Ducks.
It looks
Why do you
more
have
Philly
blue?
than
Why do you
Seahawks.
have
it's a little bit
blue?
this
Philly,
diamond plate
Yeah.
thing is kind of
It
mid.
that
if
looks
I can,
very blue. You are
Use that.
green and yellow. I can accept the white. Why do you have blue? They kind of did this like the jerseys. No, that's the Seahawks. It's hideous.
but they're
Oh
only gonna
yeah,
wear
it
it's
is
a
a
one
little.
and done.
Yeah,
Don't care.
I agree.
Last
actually.
week they wore like they had no green or yellow on their jersey last week.
What'd
They
they
had a
have?
chrome helmet.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And it was like it was a blackish blue type jersey or something. And it's like you're green and yellow. Where's your green and yellow?
You're telling them to wear the Jason Moss era uniforms. I love how they do this, though. I'm not going to lie to you. They have a new uniform basically every game.
I don't love
appreciate
that,
it.
but given their situation, it's a unique thing to
Yeah.
them because they've got Nike right there.
Nike.
So why not?
Make us 10 new uniforms for next year. Helmets, whatever. Make them. Boom, away we go.
And when you have one that often, you're going to miss more than you hit.
Yeah, that is a good
But they're
point.
always trying stuff like that. Diamond plate's kind of lame, but it's kind of fun that they're giving it a try.
This is an artist's point of view, which I respect the hell out of.
Oh, there we go.
And you mean phonetics, not Nike. Talking about NHL?
No, Oregon
We're
is
just
I know, we're
Discussing
talking
the
about Oregon.
Oregon
I know, but I
Ducks.
thought
Yeah.
Tommy was referring to like New Jersey drops for like the NHL.
Don't worry, the show starts soon, Jasmine.
You know, if you were paying attention through that entire conversation, you would have noticed that there was no switch to the National Hockey League. That it was talking about the Oregon Ducks and their connection with Phil Knight, who's a big booster of Oregon.
It's all right.
It's Friday.
Life comes at you fast.
Sorry.
Lucas with some salty language. Lucas says, they look like the Raiders. Expletive the Ducks.
Last week they did.
Yeah.
They looked like the Vegas Raiders last week.
You know what, Luke?
You're not the Duck. That's not the Ducks. Be the Ducks. Get your colors in there.
You know what, Luke? One time when they play Washington, they're going to wear an exact match of Washington's uniforms just to F with Washington.
They might as well
After
start
that
doing
text.
that.
Yeah.
Based on they're not wearing their colors. Also, Brian Cheeseman saying, please tell me no tribute video tomorrow night for those two.
I don't think so.
One for
No.
each.
No
the Dylan Holloway will get the first whistle, first TV timeout, and Phil Broberg will get the second. They each deserve their own. There's no chance
I'm
the
gonna
Oilers are
ask,
going to do that.
actually, if there's a tribute video for those
I
guys.
don't-
That would be
with-
ridiculous.
The Oilers won't do it just because they also know the reaction from Oiler fans will not be good.
Why the hell
Oiler
would they do
fans
it?
would boo to a degree. There would be enough booing there that
yes.
there's no point.
I'm going to ask.
Dusty talked about this morning with LT that like it's okay to maybe, you know, clap or cheer whatever when they're introduced, but after that we should be booing them every time they have the puck. These guys went behind our back. Let's get that straight. They do not need no tribute. Okay?
The fact that Broberg also had requested a trade prior to
Oh, his
that.
agent did
They're
it.
toxic.
Yes, that was a.
His agent did it.
So how is St. Louis doing?
They're okay. They won last
Sorry.
night in Calgary.
I'll just I'll just simmer down a bit.
Getting spicy.
Support team sucks.
13, 12, and 2.
13. Okay.
Yeah. That's good for...
What's their rank?
They are 2 points back at the Oilers.
Yeah.
The Oilers have a game in hand. They are second team out of a playoff spot.
They're tied with Colorado.
Interesting.
Playoff implications tonight.
Of course.
Tomorrow night.
4-point game.
And they played Calgary yesterday. Won in overtime,
and they
right?
won in OT.
Yeah.
A controversial goal. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, what's so funny?
You literally said they played the Flames last night.
She's a bit behind.
That's,
She's on YouTube delay, man.
you've already. That's what I was laughing because you literally just said that they were in Calgary.
I did say that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I was reading the chat.
She's got a lot going on over here.
Evidently. You have that effect on people, Steven.
Yes, it's the Tube Socks effect.
I'm laughing because Maddie's laughing so
This is the EST Hangout. Presented by Sentinel Storage.
God. Oh, it's hot in here.
It is hot in here. I'll give Jasmine that. Straight up, we do have that, but I don't know what's going on. And now Reed is in here blowing
Reed.
kisses.
Oh, Reed Rick.
Oh, he's got a Def Leppard shirt on.
Yeah.
Hello, Reed Rick Bartholomew Wilkins.
Very stylish.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank
this
you.
is a
Good
nice
day.
surprise.
It's good seeing you. It's good seeing you, Reed.
Did you know
Good
St.
vibing.
Louis
Wow.
He hasn't read the paper yet today.
Good reference.
Oh my God.
The paper is like the internet.
But different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey there.
But delayed.
Oh, I don't even know where to go right
I
now.
was just gonna say, like, what like, did Broberg or Holloway do anything yesterday?
I can look that.
They probably played
yes,
the Flames.
Broberg had 2 assists.
Okay.
I do know that. Let me verify the stats from last night's match.
Sure. And also, positive comment here. Nurse had an assist yesterday, right?
7 Oilers had multi-point games yesterday.
Interesting.
Wow.
Let's That's an inside joke that we've really gone out with.
Hit on that one. Holloway and assist as well.
Zach just hit an air ball.
Nice.
That's all I heard. Do you have anything else in your notes, Jasmine? I don't want to run out of time today.
There's lots of stuff, but it can wait till next week.
Kate, we still have a little bit of time in the show
I've
today.
got like 10 minutes left. My goodness.
Oh my god!
Give her more coffee.
Just chilling over here, we're like tube talks do the work.
Wow.
Just Tube Socks, do you have anything else you want to bring up on the show today?
Discuss Jasmine's beautiful signature there.
Do you like it?
It's lovely.
Thank you. I want to change it. I've had it for a while.
It seems like it actually takes a while to
It takes a second. But
do.
That's
Maddie's is my favorite. I
That's
didn't
some
know.
solid penmanship.
yeah.
Did you do that one? 2 books?
That's Tube Socks right there.
I thought so. That's Eric Sobrowski. Right there, the ES.
Who's number 5?
Hernan.
Hernan.
Yeah, Hernan's is nice
There's
too.
Joaquin Gage, Ron,
Yeah.
Jamie.
Ron McIntyre, who's author that was in a few weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Tube Socks.
He emailed me
Did
earlier
Cass
this week and I
sign it?
never responded. Oh, I didn't get Cass to sign it.
And did Belsey sign it yet? No,
I don't think I asked
Belsey.
Belsey
I don't
to.
think Belsey has yet.
Were you
Well,
guys,
get
like,
him pens
missing
there.
the
Get him in
pen?
on.
Yeah, we found the
if you
pen.
guys are,
Yeah.
are you in tomorrow? Or are you guys
Yeah,
on
I'm
vacation?
here tomorrow. We're here.
Yeah, get him to
We're
sign.
in the studio.
I was telling Maddie earlier that in one of my first apartments, we had an idea to put a sheet on the wall and have everyone sign when they come over and hang out and do cool things. And it was a great idea until once we got evicted and we took the sheet down, and then the whole wall, all the signatures bled through onto the white wall because we were using marker and it was just a bed sheet. And
Oh yeah, that'll do
but
that.
we didn't really do anything about it because we were getting evicted anyways.
Right.
And
What did you guys do to get evicted? Loud noises?
a lot of loud noises. It's funny because we actually had we'd have a lot of parties at our place, and we were on not the top floor. It was like a 4-story walk up, and because we'd stomp around as you do, and it would skip the records because that's what we were using. We actually strung up a sling with a fishing line to the ceiling to suspend the turntable above the stereo stand, so that we could stomp around and no one would skip the record.
And that is brilliant, but at the same time, great feat of engineering.
Yes.
Perhaps a rubber base.
We went with the fishing line sling because that was the most obvious thing with some, to us anyways.
I
we
respect
were,
the hell
we
out of
were,
this.
17, 18 years old
Yeah,
and,
but
just trying to find our way.
yeah, no, forget the rubber cushioning.
And it's funny, actually, before we moved out, I did haul my drum kit into the apartment the day before we had to be out by and set it up and just played for a couple hours in the apartment. And it was pretty fun.
I'm sure the neighbors appreciated it.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun time.
Yeah. Or a little jazz,
Yeah.
maybe.
A lot of, anyways,
Yeah. Nice.
good times.
That's Road Warriors.
That's Road Warriors. I can still have you haul trailers.
There you go.
So I really overhyped the Tiffany glass.
Oh, I actually missed that.
You did? Well,
I
I
completely-
didn't miss
stick,
much,
but,
other than the dog. That was so cute,
But I didn't see
Leonard.
the actual Tiffany. Was it like the size of your head? Or
Oh my
what was
gosh. Okay, so I was really excited because I thought it was going to be some amazing crystal. It was literally like this little square piece, literally like
Well,
this
it's Tiffany.
big.
It costs a lot of money.
I don't know if it did.
What's Tiffany? Everything
How much
costs money.
does
We
it
did
Tiffany
the cost.
cost?
We did the cost
What was
breakdown
it?
yesterday.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I did 4 wine glasses off Tiffany.com.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
337 USD, which was about
Each. Each?
No, for 4.
Oh.
So it's $85 Canadian a glass.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, maybe they always didn't want to
not
spend that.
really.
What would a very expensive wine glass cost? That
no,
sounds like an expensive
that
wine
is,
glass.
but coming from
Well, they
like
had it was $500 for a bar strainer.
Oh. And what was Connor's thing that they gave him? I saw Bowman brought it out, and then Jeff gave the
it was like this
stick.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a
It was
picture
like
of it. I
it
don't
was
know.
literally this big. It was like this little
And is
plaque.
this a little display thing?
I think it's an award. It probably had his name
Yeah,
like
an
engraved.
inscription.
Yeah, maybe they were
on it.
just
Right?
like
yeah.
things cost money.
I mean, yeah.
stick
and
was
Maybe they were just
the
didn't want to
stick
spend the
was
money.
Sick. It was
Yeah.
so beautiful. It was so shiny. It was.
And because of that, beers will now be $23 next year to pay for the stick.
Yes, that's right.
They got to make up that revenue.
Oh, so it was in a box.
Yeah.
So we never got to see what's in the
Oh, I
Tiffany.
thought they handed it to him right off the in the presentation.
Well,
Did
it
they
looks
not?
like there's a green box he's holding.
And then there's Lenny, who's a good boy.
Everyone loves
Lenny is
Like,
actually a very
that
well-behaved
green
dog.
box, I'm assuming, is the Tiffany, or no? Do you need glasses?
I'm wearing contacts right now.
Oh, okay. Well, just the way you were looking, I know Hernan has issues
No,
with
because
it.
I think I saw that guy holding that box, so I'm pretty sure they took it out of that box because that's the size of the crystal.
Okay, so it was in that box.
Yeah.
Though. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Nasties, but I'm pretty sure because he was holding it. And then, yeah, Leonard's a really good dog. Really good dog.
My brother says the crystal came from the NHL. He believes the box was a Rolex from the players. So the
Oh,
players
okay,
got
that's
a
what
Rolex.
it is.
Wow.
Teammates
Okay.
I don't.
Who's a good boy? Lenny's a good
The way he was like sitting, like only Connor McDavid's dog gets a VIP suite, you know?
And I do
Yeah.
like how he refused to do the wave, Lenny.
At the
Okay.
5:13 mark.
Did that wave make you cringe?
Well,
They all do.
They all do, right? But did that one make you cringe?
I
The
will
wave is a
tell you,
lot like the Rouge,
And then
only
they
different.
scored. Then Columbus Blue Jackets scored right after that wave.
They scored like 43 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Rashad, the wave's happening at 5:13 because I wrote it down on my notes. And Shoggy looks at me and he goes, "Huh, they're doing the wave. Haven't seen a lot of these this year." I was like, "Oh boy, Shoggy, you're really not paying attention." And I'm like, "Well, Ryan, there's this thing amongst Oiler fans that they get frustrated when the wave happens and it's at an improper time. Generally leads to a goal against."
Absolutely.
And he goes, "Yeah, because that makes any sense and has any correlation to the wave." Literally, less than a minute later,
They scored?
They scored, and I
Yeah.
looked at him like,
You know why? Because the players on the ice are looking around going, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing the wave. Ah,
yeah,
it's the- no, it's the embarrassment.
distracting.
yeah.
They're embarrassed that that the other team is seeing their fans do. They're like, oh,
It's
and
so
they let things stop.
cheesy.
it's ill-timed.
Fish Tank, did you guys get Mac T to sign? Honestly, I forgot. I forgot when he left to
He
get him to
did
sign.
sign the 2000-2001 team photo of him and Joaquin.
Yeah.
Yes. And he said stop more pucks or something. You should have stopped more pucks
Well,
or something.
Gager signed. I got Gabe. I found it. My parents had it in there. They moved to St. Albert, and they're like, "You and your brothers need to grab all your crap because you have boxes of stuff." And I went through it this summer, and I had to throw out a lot of crap that I had saved for some reason. And I found this team photo, 2000-2001. Gager's on that team. And I was like, I got to bring this in. Gager, I'm like, you got to sign this, write something. He
Nice.
goes, should have played me more. And then we had Mac T come in for a second hangout appearance. And I'm like, Mac, you got to sign this. But read what Joaquin put. And he's like, okay, Tommy. And he just looks at it. He goes, huh. And he responds, should have stopped more.
Yeah.
Mac T, yeah.
So clever.
The Crystal was at least 2K.
Thank
Wow.
you.
That's what Bronco Nick says. He says it was at least 2K.
I could believe that.
So-
2K seems like that val. Yeah.
Speaking of your dad, good dude. Enjoyed my.
Yeah. You guys had a
Ended
beverage
up,
or
we
two.
just, we wouldn't let me not take some of his pizza. I still ultimately.
He insisted. $5 off medium pizzas on game days at BP.
Anyways, no, good dude.
Yeah,
Good
I
chat.
said he needs a drinking buddy in St. Albert because he
There we
doesn't
go.
have a lot
He's
of.
not that far. He's like 5 minutes from my place.
Yeah.
We
Man.
could meet right in the middle at the Crown.
Yeah, I know someone else that's at the Crown that you guys could all hang out with.
Who?
That's okay.
Line roads.
You're next on location on the 12th.
Correct.
Boston Pizza Westgate.
It's a
So that's-
Thursday night football / Oilers hybrid. We're gonna have Tony and Curtis were saying football giveaways and hockey giveaways. So there's gonna be probably a football jersey, NFL jersey. We've had a couple of Oilers jerseys to give away. Tons of great prizing. They've got the Coors Light golf sim going. It's a really fun time.
They do give away a lot of stuff.
We
on those
do give
nights.
away, yeah.
good.
We gave away 2 tickets to the game on the 14th that actually Rip City Step won.
Wow.
And that's part of a Molson tailgating event that's happening for that game. So it's going to be great. So basically, Tony came up to me. He's like, this is going to be Thursday Night Football and an Oilers game. And I was like, what does that mean, Tony? And he goes, lots of prizes. Great. Let's give them away.
Everyone's a winner.
We're almost done with the hangout. Coming up will be the Lock Shop, Dusty and Huss. We got Oil Stream, Tommy, and
That other guy.
Dusty. It's a show like this, but different.
That's never gonna get old.
It won't, not at least not today.
No.
There will be some sort of decision on Trouba, I think, by then, because they might play some on waivers, we've heard. So
Trouba
we'll
Jet?
know that at noon.
Trouba Jet.
EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show to come here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Tomorrow we got Hello Hockey at 10 o'clock. Dave Pagnotta on.
Ty Gretzky.
Ty Gretzky. Like I mentioned already, GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, 7 o'clock tomorrow, right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, as the Oilers will be taking on the Blues down at Rogers Place. And then we're back with full live coverage once again on Monday morning, 6 o'clock with the Nielsen Show. Hopefully your day gets better.
Thank you. That's
I
nice.
feel
of
that
you.
it already is.
Yeah, I know. I'm good.
Have more
you guys
coffee.
made me laugh. I will maybe. I'll be in on Monday, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're good with that. I think I'll just live with what you sent.
Okay,
We're
sounds
with that. Thanks for coming in, Mr. Socks.
Hey, it's good to be here.
And thank you for the Fun Spiel logo.
It
Really
was
appreciate that. And the
fun.
unveiling.
to make.
I'm glad. On behalf of Jasmine, Tube Socks, Tommy, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the EST Angle presented by Sentinel Storage. As I've said, Lock Shop coming up next in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Awanek, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,